following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, live now.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, everybody, he's a macho savage. You're listening to Mike Trash, TrashTalkingRadio.com. The best in the business. Say it, the macho.
Wrestling fans throughout Radio Land, listen to Trash Talking Radio at TrashTalkingRadio.com. Every Tuesday from 7 to 10 o'clock, you hear guys like myself, the You Gammon Giant come on. And that's my story.
You can hear words to describe that Trash Talking Radio show from 7 to whenever we get done is like using a screwdriver to cut roast beef. This is Luneva Sean, the other half of the Rock and Wrestling Connection. That's the trashy one and the loony one. Together forever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ivan Koloff. I'm here to tell you about Mike Talking Trash. With the Trash 7 to 10. Tuesday night, you got to listen in. It's the best around, the best in town. Alright, hey, this is the Animal. One half of the world famous take in the Road Warriors. What you gonna do? If you know what's good for you, you'll listen to Trash Talking Radio or else.
Hey everybody, you're watching Trash Talking Radio. This is Hulk Hogan. Hulk, what do you got to say about Trash Talking Radio?
Well, I gotta say that I just bought Trash Talking Radio. You're out of the picture, dude. This is my show, and you better watch because what you gonna do when Hulk Hogan's brand new Trash Talking Radio runs wild on you?
It is times like these that the world needs heroes and entertainment, and with that I give you the greatest live talk show known to mankind. With inflation being at its highest points, we need someone to show us the ways of good taking on evil, and someone who has the heart of Snow White and the strength of Thor. He, along with his sidekicks Trash's maid, also known as Trish, Trash's babe, known as Ashley, they will fight crime and make the world right once again. Please welcome me in a round of applause for the vital idol Class C Mike Trash. You may all be seated. Thank you.
Trash Talking Radio Tuesday night. It's us again, back for more abuse.
What?
Aren't we abused?
No.
Hold on. There we are. Oh, I didn't back up the system here. Hold on. There we go. There's what I want. Stop. There we go. All right. We're back here for another bit
exciting
of
show.
Yes, another abusive show.
Oh, jeez.
Why didn't that? Oh, okay, there we are. Now I'm on. Okay, there we go. There's Jesse Joe, and we've got people. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Remember. I gotta go over here and do this. Let's see, where's my people?
Where is you people?
There's my people. Okay. Well, you gotta get the.
You gotta get the group in here.
Gotta get the hen house in here. All right, now we got it. Okay. Now let's see. Which one do I want to finish?
Hi, Tina.
All right, there we go. All right, it's your birthday next Thursday.
Wow.
Wow, you'll be 50. Old.
Hey.
Hey, I'll meet 50 sometime.
Again.
I'm 50 with a couple years experience. All right. I got a lot of stuff. And I'm awake this week, so whatever I said last week, you can't hold that against me because I spoke and just kept speaking, and I don't even know what I spoke. I don't even know what the show was about.
You were on automatic pilot.
I was on automatic pilot. I was really automatic. I can't believe how automatic I was piloted. So it was interesting. I just know that when I was done with the show, I went upstairs and I fell asleep a little bit at my chair, and I walked to the bedroom and I passed out, and I just woke up today.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I really didn't even, I have no idea what I was talking about. So,
Your whole trip to Florida.
I hope it was a good show.
It was.
I wish I would have been there. So we had lots of stuff to talk about today. I really am looking forward to sharing some of this stuff with you guys because, I didn't have any RIPs to talk about. I mean, there may have been people that died and I just didn't know it. I was really busy this week, and actually I'm going to talk to you guys about my script because there's some interest in my script. So we'll talk about that in a while. I got an audition. A monologue. Not really an audition. It was kind of, I'll explain it when I get there. And then I'm going to show a video that proves that I get along with kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say so.
I can prove the kids are drawn to me.
How much did they pay them?
They are not actors.
Although we did have a kid this week that did want to stop here.
Yeah, actually, you're
This
right.
weekend.
We did.
Who?
Cuddlebug?
Kylie, yeah.
No? Yeah, the...
But it was just...
action-packed weekend.
Yeah.
And I actually was sick most of the week, so it probably was good that you didn't bring her here because she would have caught what I had. So, anyway, all right, I guess we can get started. I'm going to start with movies first because I didn't go to see the movies. I did see some new movies, though. Actually, I probably talked about the one movie. I'm thinking I probably talked about Cocaine Bear. Did I talk about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you tried to tell me what my dog was named after. And I'm like, no.
I think you could use some cocaine.
No.
It's... but anyway, I do want to tell people that if they want to see a movie that is very unrealistic but very funny and yet gruesome, that's the movie to watch. And it's on Peacock for free.
Actually,
So,
I might do that this weekend.
I did watch that one. Also, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Ooh.
That was a good movie. That really...
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
That was really a good movie. Oh, yeah, I'll talk about another thing too. Yeah, it was really a good movie. I enjoyed that movie quite a bit. It was very interesting because all the things that I talked about before, like where the PETA thing, you could see it. Once you see that movie, you'll see why PETA was pro Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So definitely an interesting movie. And you'll see who survived the Guardians of the Galaxy and who died.
Oh,
So,
boy.
I will tell you at the end, there is a new Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's only got 2 of the original Guardians.
Is Groot?
I won't tell you. I will tell you Groot was really fun in this one because he is a big Groot. He's a big monster Groot. And that was fun. So, all right, that's enough of that. And I also, all right, so I want to talk about Spider-Man. There's a new Spider-Verse open to a huge $125 million. So this is the new Spider-Man. I don't know anything about it because I didn't know it was even out. So I hit the wrong button, but that's it. I guess it's animated. Since I got this out, I might as well just send it through because I'm going to send it through anyway. This is the one I wanted to hit. Okay, Hollywood Reporter. It did $120 million. And Little Mermaid came in number 2. And a new horror pick, The Boogeyman, is looking for a third place finish. Now, first place is $120 million. Third place is 12 million.
Ooh.
That's a big gap.
Yeah.
I don't know what number 2 came in. I guess I can look to see what number 2 came in at. But
I've heard mixed reviews about The Little Mermaid, but I would like to see it.
we're gonna talk about The Little Mermaid a little bit later because I've heard some bad people saying bad things.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe that they are correct. I believe there are a bunch of bigots. That's the word. Yeah. A lot of people are really messed up about that. But I don't believe that it is at all like they said it was. Oh, shoot.
I like that picture.
Yeah. I saw that at the video game convention.
Cool.
Anyway, so here we go. It says here, Spider-Man, was it 120 million? The second biggest opening of 2023 to date. That's not really good because we were seeing some pretty big ones back before COVID. I mean, we were seeing 200 million, you know, and all that. It's just really, it shows that it's still not where it needs to be. Now, worldwide, it did 286 million, or 208.6 million. So it still isn't doing what it should have done even worldwide. So the box office for, let's see, Spider-Verse played older than traditional kids for an animated movie, with 67% of buyers falling between 18 and 34. So, I mean, I kind of want to see it just because I like to see that kind of stuff. Let's see if they tell me what. Little Mermaid, here we go. They did 40 million.
Wow.
And that's not really good. They did, now keep in mind, this isn't their first week, so they're up to 186 million for a total. That, you know, in the day, Disney had never done that low. So this is all because of the stupid COVID stuff. And anyway, let's see. It says here the third spot was Disney. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the Disney Empire. Yeah, Disney took. So Disney had first, second, and third. That's got to be good for them because Boogeyman also was theirs, and that was 12.3 million. That's a Stephen King story. So if you're into Stephen King, there you go. All right, so that's that. So that kills that whole page. I can just delete that. Boom. Okay. Okay, so now let's go on to the next. Okay, I want to talk to you about MoviePass. It's back.
I know.
$10 a month for 3 movies. I think 3 movies a month.
That's actually good.
And then they have 3 levels. They have that. They have, wait a minute, I can get you. I kind of was looking at. I looked at it and I thought I got the other one at 20 a month, but I like the Regal stuff, and I don't have any restrictions. So I can watch 3Ds, I can watch all that stuff. And so the MoviePass is really a good deal for $10 a month. So if you watch 3 movies a month, if you watch 1 movie a month, you got your money back. So I thought of you, because you like movies too, and
and I haven't gone to one in so long.
You could.
That's true.
Because you could go along with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, just something to think about.
Well, that I definitely will.
It's and because you were an original MoviePass person, you can get an early entry into it. So, I just got an email today. That's why I'm even thinking of it, because they just sent me saying $10 a month. I thought, should I give up that other one for $10 a month? You know, because I could get me and her one, and I wouldn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something to think about. I have to think about it seriously, because I'll give up my Regal if it means that I'm going to be able to still go to Regals.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And we go to the Regal down in York and get the comfy chairs.
Cool.
Even you could get the $10 a month and enjoy it, because as long as you go to 1 a month, you're good. Now lately, I haven't gotten to 1 a month because I've been so busy, but I plan on remedying that. All right. What is going on? Somebody sent me something. sending me messages? Oh. Crazy people. Okay, yeah, I believe that. My sister sent me something that says, crazy people don't know they're crazy. I know I'm crazy, therefore I'm not. Is that crazy?
I like that. Yep.
Yeah. So I can't be crazy because I know I'm crazy, therefore I'm not. Yes, I agree. All right. All right, now, okay, now I got to close this and get back into that, and then we're back. All right, let me see here. What?
I still think that guitar is cool.
That guitar is cool, but it's $300. That's almost what I paid for mine.
Yeah.
That one you can't play. You can just turn it, light it up. And you gave me one like that.
Yeah, it was a clock.
Yes, I have that upstairs. I'm going to hang it on the wall upstairs. It's not back here. It's upstairs.
You moved it.
I moved it a long time ago. Shows how well you pay attention.
Well, after you covered it, I forgot it was back there.
Ah. Well, it's not back there anymore. All right.
And I remember you got mad because I got it for you.
Yes, I told you not to get me anything, and you, of course, disobeyed.
It was worth it. You were worth it.
Yeah, I know. I am. But that's not the point. All right, well, hold on.
Besides, it added to your collection. I was contributing.
Trying to think here. Where was the... is that it? No, that's not it.
I'm trying to be a contributing member to society.
Okay. Bruce Springsteen falls on stage. Band rushes to help after wipeout.
Wipeout.
Wipeout. Yeah, that's kind of weird to think of that, but Bruce is in his 70s, so he's getting up there. I saw I think there's a video attached to this where it says he wiped out, and that, it's weird to think of. I saw, actually, if you got HBO, there was a special on, he was on Howard Stern, and he was on there for 2 hours.
Ooh.
And it was the best interview I've ever seen of Bruce Springsteen.
Jessie Jo says hello to you.
Hi. I thought I said hello to her, but I will say hello to her again. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There's what I wanted to do. All right. So, hey, you don't have to say Big Mike anymore.
Yep, there's only one mic.
So, you can just say trash or something. But anyway. Okay, that one's not working. Okay. All right, so,
okay,
anyway.
I'm just looking to see if he's... No, he's not on here. Okay.
Springsteen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On the Death Pool?
Yep. Just, just looking.
You thinking of changing?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
But you never know.
You never know. Well, here's a picture of it. Here's where he actually fell. But I mean, that's got to be embarrassing, though.
Oh, yeah.
To be, the boss. And there we go. There. Oh, is this the video? There we go, that stupid thing. We want to see him fall. We don't want to see that. Okay, how long do I got to wait? 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. There he is.
Bruce Springsteen is criticized in Italy for pushing through with a concert in Ferrara on Thursday, May 18, after the northern Emilia-Romagna region was battered by floods that left at least 9 people dead. Angry fans of the boss urged him to cancel the show as a sign of respect for the 11 dead and the thousands evacuated from their homes after torrential rains caused landslides and floods. Ferrara was not directly affected by the floods. Ferrara Mayor Alan Fabri defends the decision not to cancel the concert, saying given the event's scale, it, quote, cannot be postponed or cancelled on short notice.
Oh, that was a really sucky story. That's not the story I wanted. Want to see? Oh, this might be it. Where is it? No, that's not it. Okay, here you go. You see him fall.
Oh.
Boom. Everybody runs over. What's this guy's head? He has a weird looking head. Am I wrong? Does he have some kind of gimmick on his head? It doesn't look like a real head. Wait, I can make this bigger. No, I didn't make it any bigger. I made it smaller. That didn't work. It looks like a guy has a weird head on him, though. Come on. Okay, so then we got... There's the boss. Okay. I thought they'd have a video of it, at least. Anyway, I can tell you from experience that's embarrassing. One of the first times I played a concert, I was playing trombone with the band concert, with the school band. And I think it's the only time my parents ever saw me play. And I was on the top tier, the band riser, and I fell off, fell back, busted my instrument up beyond repair, and embarrassed myself. And that was...
so that's why you changed your name?
Why would I change my name?
You just said you embarrassed yourself.
Oh, why would I change my name?
Oh, okay.
You saying my name's not real?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
It's not Billy Real. But anyway, yeah, it was kind of weird. But then let me see when I was in wrestling, did I ever do that? Ever blow a spot really bad?
Here, I found the video.
Oh, there is a video. All right, give me that. We got to see his misfortune. Aren't we gruesome? You got that?
Yeah,
Oh, am I waiting?
I actually do have a question while we're waiting on her. On this Deadpool, since
yes.
he's no longer here, are we splitting his up between the rest of us? Okay.
Nope, just...
I'll just keep it there in case, one of them does die,
I hid that. So that when we pull it up, it's not any issues. So, I'm trying to keep everybody happy.
Okay. Because I thought we could split his, two of us, 2 names each.
Is there any in particular you'd like?
Uh-huh.
Then I definitely not. Should have said, no, there's none I really did.
There, I sent it to you.
Okay. All right, I got to bring it up here. Okay, there you are. Okay. Oh, it's YouTube? Oh, I got to be careful of that. I get mean.
All eyes on me, 'cause I make a look cheesy.
I wonder if I just...
Oh, I like that idea better.
What?
Christine says, I think we should leave the Deadpool as it is. If Cirillo gets any points, the 4 of us split the points. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Okay.
Yay, I get zeros for finding a video.
So,
Thanks, Ann.
So I think, personally, if... Oh, man. You're putting me in a bad position. I think that, personally, if Cirillo gets points, we give it to him, because then the dead man wins.
Oh, brother.
That's my opinion. Okay, so here we go. Here's the video. I turned off the sound so that maybe I won't get in trouble, but I probably will. So, Ashley, thank you for getting me in trouble.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
She should lose the zeros that she just got for finding the video if he gets in trouble.
Listen, I don't keep track of the rules for his stuff.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Here's the boss talking about whatever he's talking about, and we see somebody's head, and then we see him walk up the stairs, and we see him
trip over the
days
steps.
down. Is it Biden or is it is it the boss or is it Biden? Well, we got a Biden thing too. We're going to talk about. Yeah. Well,
we have the board has spoken, and Mike, you don't get any points for that.
What for what?
Your idea.
Oh, I don't care. I influence the board a whole lot more than that. I think disregard. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know.
Well, I would just keep him on there. I'm going to keep him on my list just to see if he gets any.
That's fine. Not that it matters.
No,
because
I
he's
know.
dead to you, so he shouldn't be on your list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be thoughtful.
I know. But here's what I can do. Here's what I can do.
I don't care what you do.
No, wait a minute.
I don't see that list. I only see the list from the official show list.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you want to see the official show list, I will show you that.
I changed that name, so I put it Bear. He's on Bear's list.
just to make it official, I want to show you what the show actually has.
I know what it has.
It has more room across it. Let's see, where are they at? That's what I want. Okay. Okay, we go in here. There it is. Oop, 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 oop. Come on. Darn it. There it is.
Right.
There's
And
the
I
list.
have that except for that extra column.
Well, there's no points in the extra column.
Well, I know that.
So that way we don't have any issues. And all that really matters is that Tina has 31, Ashley has 14, and I have
something.
80.
Year's not over yet.
You're gonna have a couple young guys die to catch up.
Yeah, and I have no young guys on that list.
None of you guys have young guys on your list. I had one young guy. So, anyway, that'll teach you to get all the 100-year-old people from me, Ashley. Stealing my people.
Can't help it. We had the same list.
Yeah, well, I heard that the board is working on a new couple of rules, like you can't steal from people's lists.
That was just made up 2 seconds ago, wasn't it?
No. I've had discussions.
But I didn't steal them from your list. I found
You stole them off my list.
No, I did not.
I'm going to do it. I think the list, not me. The board said, actually, I don't care because actually it made it funny. But I thought about checking in as what we could do. This would save you guys too, if we think that this is a better idea. I don't know if it's a better idea. I just came up in my head that anybody you had the year before, you can opt to hold them.
Okay.
But I don't know if I really like that. I didn't mind you taking those people.
Right.
Because it made me think of other people. And it made it more interesting. But on the same sense, I also feel that it could be, I didn't want to give up some of the people that I gave up, but they didn't make me anything. The people I got are the people I switched. So it didn't really matter as much because if you pay attention to the news, you might be able to catch somebody. You might not. We were lucky enough that we were caught. I was lucky enough that I caught 2 people and gave you guys a chance before I made my switch. I was lucky you didn't know. But anyway, that's something we can talk about later. But that is something to think. Joe Biden should be on my list, or is that a bad thing? If you want to change that, I'll give you an opportunity. If you want to make, you got to be careful because if you tell us who you want to change, somebody may take it. So, got to be careful when you say that. What you got to do is you got to apply to the board to ask for a change and not tell anyone who you're changing to until it's approved by the board. That's for Tina because she said that. So if you want to apply to the board for a change, that's all you got to do is just apply to send me an email or a Facebook or something. I'll send it to the board. And don't tell me who you want to change it to because I may just steal it from you. Anyway.
Because everybody else gets to go before you.
That's right. You're the last one that gets to go. So, all right. Enough of that. Enough of that foolishness. Talking about death. That's not good. We don't want to talk about death. All right. Okay. So Brucey has taken a fall. Next, Bam Margera.
You know what song should have played when he was doing it? I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you.
Not him. That's the boss. The
I
boss.
know.
No, he has his own songs like that. Rain on a Scarecrow, maybe. Don't ever do that again. Although I did tell you I applied for that one job to be the to be the Boy George imitator. Oh, sometimes I wonder where my head is.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I apply for really weird things. Anyway, Bam Margera says he's going to smoke crack until he's dead, unless he can see his son. Now you know who he is, right?
No.
Okay, do you know who he is?
Nope.
Jackass.
Oh, him.
One of the Jackass guys. And I somehow think that may not work on finding your son. I have a feeling that the courts aren't going to get behind him on this. I mean, if you say you're going to kill yourself, unless you're going to smoke crack until you're dead, unless you can see his son, I kind of think they're not going to let you do that. So, kind of weird. But he's really going off the deep end. And this is an update as of 3:27 p.m. Pacific time. His attorney says, unfortunately, that's not how addictions work. People's behavior does not drive others to drink. This is a typical defense mechanism, and it shows that Bam may not have learned much in his past addictions. So, since then, there was a 5150 hold on him.
Oh.
So maybe he shouldn't have announced that, because it didn't work in his favor. Somehow that worked just the opposite of his favor, is that he's been locked down now because of his threat. So I don't know. I just don't understand. I mean,
isn't that the same as a 302?
Yeah. Well, I don't know which one's worse, but I'm thinking that this one's probably worse. What's a 30? Which one's which?
Well, 5150 or 5585 is a specific 72-hour hold that refers to involuntary mental health hospitalization.
Okay.
So let me see what a 302 is.
Okay.
Involuntary commitment. 302 is more of an emergency-based type level of care.
Oh, okay, so this is not an emergency-based. This is just a... Oh, I already did that one. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's sad when people play those kind of games with your head, you know? Because there's... Bam Margera, he's got a lot of issues. He had issues, if you remember, he beat up his girlfriend or something the other week that we talked about. And he apparently is not going to be much better than this. Okay, why did his picture come up like that? Oh, I guess
But I always thought 5150 was the police.
That's because you probably watched...
No, there was a song called 5150.
Well, you know 5150 is the name of one of Van Halen's albums.
Oh.
But it didn't have anything to do with that.
Okay.
5150 is also a musical term.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think I did this already.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we'll have it 2 times then. All right. There are a lot of unstable people out there. Yes, I heard.
Mm-hmm. Tina, where are you going on vacation?
Yeah, and why am I not invited?
Your invitation got lost in the mail.
Yeah, that happens. Most people won't invite me. They don't want me along. Oh, this is the one. Okay, I don't want to do that yet. That's the. This is a game. I've decided that we're going to play. It's not a game officially, but it is a game. Directors Guild is in tentative. Now, you know there's a strike on for the Directors Guild.
Mm-hmm.
There is a tentative agreement. So the agreement includes gains in wages and benefits, streaming residuals, AI protection, and more, and comes with the Writers Guild of America remains on. That comes as the Writers Guild remains on strike. But I think they're going to have a solution relatively soon, because it sounds like they're talking about the right stuff now. And the thing is, the Writers Guild doesn't get paid the same on like Netflix as it does on regular TV. And that's where the problem comes, is that they're getting the people that are streaming, they get a lot less from Netflix than they would for a TV show on a regular network. or even on a WB or all the different platforms out there. So that was what the writer's strike was about. And technically, that's also an issue for the actors being paid, because the actors that get paid on Netflix get paid substantially, well, at least they did, substantially less than the actors on a TV show or a movie. So what they're trying to do is rectify that. So I don't have a problem with them wanting more money, because they deserve what they should get. I mean, the thing is, they work pretty hard, and for the streaming platforms to make all the money, they're making. Now, in the case of Netflix is not as powerful as they used to be. They're falling, and they're falling because they lost all the Avengers movies and all the Marvel movies and stuff like that, because Disney started their own platform. So now the only people that have the platform are related to Disney. Like, I think TBS still has Disney stuff on it. And, but, the thing is that at one time, Disney's Star Wars and all that stuff were on Netflix. You can't get them on Netflix anymore. Roman Reigns and Malachi Black set to star in a movie together. Now, the thing that's interesting about that is one's in WWE, one's in AEW.
Oh, nice.
So it's interesting that they're both going to be in the movie, the same movie. So I find that interesting, because you got the heavyweight champion of WWE in with the triples champion of AEW, and they're both in this movie. So it's kind of cool. It's interesting because you don't see them interact companies, and they're not interacting companies because they're individuals, but the first thing I think of is, there we do have it. Oh, good. First thing I think of is, they're going to be, up against each other, and it doesn't really matter if they're up against each other. What it matters is that they're going to both be acting on this film. So I really thought that was cool. Okay, where'd it go? Where's my? There it is. Darn it! Get back here.
See, your mouse is so big that you can't even see it.
Well, I can't see it. Where'd it go? It was here. Now, I heard a rumor that Shane McMahon was going to show up on AEW this week. Now, if that happens, that's going to be groundbreaking too. That's going to be a major issue for one of the companies, I would think. Where'd the thing go?
You hit it again.
It's disappeared. It was there. Why isn't it there now? Okay, let's refresh this page and figure out if that's why it disappeared. I can't post it on Twitter if it's not here. I mean, I can, but it takes extra time to do that. Okay, where was it? It was down here. You disappeared. Pain in my butt.
Well, maybe you're not supposed to retweet it.
Darn it. I'm going to retweet it the other way. I hate when it does that to me. Just makes an extra step, and I don't really want to take extra steps on this stuff, because I try to.
I just find it interesting how many wrestlers, they have their wrestling career and then they jump over into the movies.
Well, you can't wrestle forever.
Well, I know that.
It sucks because your body just
I
lets
know.
up. I mean, I wish I could keep going. I would love to keep going. But, you can't. There's a period of where it's stupid to keep going. Like even me, even though I didn't wrestle that much, I did wrestle some, and my body just, of course, I started late in life too.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I want you to see this. I wrote a TV series called Vital Idol about living the music. Everyone has a song. This was retweeted by Brooks Elms and Natalai.
Oh, nice.
And it's been retweeted.
Very nice.
So I thought that's, we'll get to that a little bit later. That's a teaser for what I'm going to talk about later. All right. Now, next thing. What else we got to talk? Oh, is that part of this? Oh, what's that? Now I forget what this was. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, good. Whew. I guess the movie is called Action Force: The Divide. I hope that's right. If it isn't, I just made it up. Okay. Chris Rock is in the news. Now, first off, he's had some health issues lately, and he was in the hospital for a while and stuff like that. Chris Rock says, call the cops. Somebody is on my fire escape filming me.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Now, Chris Rock, if you remember, was the guy that was slapped by Will Smith.
Right.
How do we know it's not Will Smith on his... He could be on his... that might be it. I figured it out. Chris Rock, I'll tell you. Call me. I'll tell you.
What, do you have a camera there, too, that you can watch on your phone?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. I got to get that over to you. Forgot about that. I had that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even test it yet. Oh, man. I'm just so far behind on everything.
It's okay. I know you've been busy.
I have been super busy. And
do you hear me bugging?
Yes.
I do not.
Well, not about that. Okay. Anyway, this guy, I guess, felt that he would be... I would imagine it's probably a news guy that wants to see, because Chris Rock's been out of the scene for a while. But it says Chris Rock may have fallen victim to one of the oldest Prowler plays in the book. We're told the comedian called the cops to report a peeping Tom with a camera right outside his window.
Is he sure his name was Tom, and it wasn't something like Sam?
It's usually Tom. There are so many people. Anyway, law enforcement sources tell him that Chris called 911 Sunday night from his New York City home in the Soho neighborhood of Manhattan to say a guy was looking outside of his apartment on his freaking fire escape. That would freak me out too, because you think you're safe if you're way up off the ground, but these people, they'll do it. How do they find out where they live? That's what I want to know.
Follow them?
Yeah, I guess. It says here, when the police got there, the suspect was nowhere to be found, having fled after Chris spotted him. And it says, our sources say the dude jumped down to the ground only to hop into a white Mercedes, making a clean getaway. So, I don't know. That's pretty weird that people are like that, but people are like that. I think I already did this, didn't I? Did I do this? I don't know if I did it or not. Yep, I did that. Okay. All right, next. All right. Ah, this is interesting. I said about Biden. This is the Biden news. Former White House physician gives Biden bad news after a fall. Okay, what's going on here? Oh. So, all right, here we go. All these things. Come on. All right. I don't need to see this. All right. So I guess Biden fell again. Says a former White House physician has delivered some troubling news about Joe Biden after the president took a nasty spill in Colorado last week following his Air Force Academy commencement speech. So, I don't know. The guy is the second oldest president I think we ever had. I don't know if he's hit the oldest part yet, but yeah, I'm concerned about a lot of the things that he's done and said even before he started falling. But I don't know. I wonder if he's seriously going to run again. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, now a Republican congressman from Texas, has offered his response for the incident, which was followed up by Biden appearing to bang his head on the hatch of Marine One when he was exiting the helicopter last week. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I am just going to say it again. This man's not mentally or physically fit to be our president. Jackson said this during an interview with Fox News. It's a bad situation for us. He continued, part of the job of president is to inspire confidence and to project power. He's not doing that. He can't do that. He's too old to do that. Whew. That's strong words. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens, but If this country votes him back in, then we're in serious trouble.
Wow.
I don't have a problem with a Republican or a Democrat getting in, but I do have a problem with a president that's falling down on the job. I mean, really falling down on the job, because he could break a bone falling down on the job. So I found that interesting, and all right. I wonder if do I have that other article while I'm here? Let's see if I have that other article. We'll do this one next. Now, former Vice President Mike Pence has filed to run for president. Woohoo! I don't know. I think Mike Pence has about as much chance of getting in as president as I do. You know?
I didn't know you were running.
That's the point. I don't have any chance, and I don't think he's going to have any chance either. In fact, here's the scoop. Now I know you guys aren't really politically guys, so I'll keep it simple and to the point. So when you think about this, where is this? I thought I don't have another one. Okay. So here's the deal. When I bring this up, we talked about DeSantis against Disney, okay? He's like, he wants to run for president too. But now, before this all happened, there was DeSantis who was here, above Trump, which is here, okay? He started fighting Disney. He went here, and Trump went here. 30 points spread. That's a big spread. 30 points is a big spread. That's a third. So now add now Pence into the thing. So with Trump here, DeSantis here, Pence comes in. Now nobody's going to vote for Pence, I don't think. But I guarantee what that means is DeSantis is now going to drop down because Pence is going to take his votes. The people that like Trump are going to stick with Trump. They're not going to change. And that's the thing. Trump has people that love Trump. I mean, I voted for Trump. I don't know who I'm voting for this time yet, because I got to see who's coming. I'm not voting for Biden. I will not vote for Biden, ever.
Okay.
Even if they threaten to cut my arms off, I would not vote for Biden.
Okay.
Or if they cut my legs off, I'd be like Biden, falling all the time. DeSantis, I wouldn't vote for him. Tim Scott, I wouldn't vote for him. Well, geez, who's left? I want somebody else to get there, but... Okay, I am shooting a very professional music video on the rooftop of Washington Heights, June 21st. Oh, I'm being invited to a shindig.
Nice.
Okay. That was from a transgender singer. She's really... You would not know she was transgender. She's cool. Okay. She's really, really cool. I'll show you a picture of her. She's from Texas. Let's see here. Her name is Diane. Oh, here's the fake Cirillo. The fake Cirillo tried to call me. And I was like, why do you want to call me? I don't want to talk to you. I don't even... There's no way I want to talk to the fake Cirillo. So, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say... There. Tell me that this person does not look... That's her.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
She can look very, very hot. I met her... I guess her husband lives in New York, and she lives in Texas, and she's a singer. She's just a cool person. There she is. There's a good picture.
Oh, cool.
So, anyway, she's pretty neat. I'll answer her when we get done with the show. But anyway, there's my friend David. Mm-hmm. He was the guy who was in the hen house with me. They were my hens. He's a good guy. He's invited me to his Memorial Day picnic, which obviously I didn't make it back in time. He had to leave Orlando early so he could be back there for the picnic. But he's a cool guy. I really like him a lot, and I know he helped me. He critiqued my some of my videos and stuff, and gave me some insight to things I should look at. Anyway, where were we talking? We were talking about about politics.
Biden, yeah,
so
politics.
That's all the politics I wanted to talk about. Was just that. So, all right, next.
Do you have anything on there about Ninja?
No, because I forgot that it was on until I just watched it before the show. So we can talk about it, and I'll just go from memory more than anything. But, you want to talk about that now?
Well, we can.
We can. I mean, I don't care. It's just...
yeah, because I watched it this morning while I was at work.
That's good.
Yeah.
I watched... did you watch the all-female one?
Yes. I watched that yesterday.
That was a fun one. I like that a lot.
But what did you think of the twins? The Twinjas?
that they went out at the same spot?
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. It was really sad, though, because it was their first time, and it just, I hated to see them go out like that, but hey, you know.
But the fact that they're doing the runoffs, you know, where you have two ninjas.
Yeah, I'm not sure not sure what I think about that.
It's interesting to see, especially the young kids that are running it, the teenagers.
What about the warped wall? They changed the
by 6 inches. Yep.
Well, not that. They did that too, but they used to make it so that if you made it to the warped wall, you could choose which one you take.
Right.
You could take the higher one and try to get $10,000. Now they make you hit a specific number before you can do that.
You have to be under a specific time.
Yes.
And then you get one shot at it.
I thought that was interesting, but
well, maybe they were going.
I guess that's okay because
maybe they were giving too many $10,000 prizes away.
Well, no, I think they would give more. I kind of think in a way that it's better this way because they can complete. They don't have to stop and think which one am I going to take.
Right.
They get it automatically if they hit that number. I guess I'm okay with it. I just didn't. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It encourages them to go faster, get a better time, if they want to try to go for that $10,000.
And they also did something else that I didn't ever see. They did 2 Ninja Warriors the first time.
That's the race.
I think
the runoff or whatever it's called.
Well, I mean, no. I'm talking about they did 2. They did. They did
2 courses.
2 courses with 2 sets of ninjas.
Yeah.
So they ran 2 of them back to back, which they never did before. So I think they're trying to scale the season down a little. I might be wrong, but
could be.
And I liked the who did they have on that was interesting? There was somebody that was specifically interesting besides the twins.
They brought back one of the Powers of Tower. Or Towers of Power, however you say that.
Towers of Power, yeah.
Where he always had trouble with balance obstacles, and he still does.
Yeah, and he might quit now. I'm kind of bummed about that because I really wanted to see him make it after he broke bones a couple times. I really like Ninja Warrior, and I think it's still, I still think it's really interesting how far they've come. Actually, so Casey Casanero is now on the official, she's not on NXT anymore.
Oh.
She's on the official WWE roster.
Okay.
And I think she's on Raw now. So it's interesting, but they lost their belts the first freaking time. I was bummed about that. Well, they took on Ronda Rousey and Shayna Shayna, whatever her last name is. But anybody who takes them on, it's going to lose probably. But I hope that they get to stay on the roster. Casey's come a long way, and she does. They actually acknowledged her American Ninja Warrior.
Good.
I was really happy about that. I'm glad that they didn't dive that. So we'll see what happens. I love that show. I don't know why I love that show so much. I know I can't do any of the things. I know I would have been out in the first obstacle
Depends on what the first obstacle is.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean, I like that they have some new ones this season.
They do. They have some really interesting ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who I saw that I liked. Lachey.
Yeah.
He's Marati's or Joe Marat.
Weatherman.
His protege, and he did well. He was number one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You don't watch it, so you're gonna have to either start watching it or surf the web. It's a good show. Those are some of the shows that we used to cover all the time, because it's things that are ongoing. And we actually had a bet on who was going to be the winner of
Moravsky.
Yeah, he's my favorite. But these kids coming up, they can do some amazing things.
I know.
These kids, when I used to, okay, so I'm going to tell this story from the beginning because some of the people haven't been with the show for very long. I used to, one of the things I liked about the show is that in the beginning, the adults were getting better and better, and they wouldn't ever get through the last obstacle. Casey was the first woman to make it up the warped wall, and she has that. She inspired so many women or girls, to go after it. And so the obstacles get harder and harder, but as the obstacles got harder and harder, I thought, wow, how hard can they make it? And some of the things that they were doing were crazy. I mean, things were really, really crazy. Well, then they did this junior version, which are kids up to 15, 16. And I thought, oh, this will be interesting because they'll make this stuff easier for them. They didn't. And these kids were flying across these things. And I thought, holy cow, wait till we see these guys compete together. Well, then they said the 16-year-olds or the 15-year-olds can join the regular one. There are women or girls, the 15-year-old, she made it all the way through on her first shot. And that was unbelievable to think that these girls, that's how far the sport's gone, because the adults couldn't get through some of that stuff for years. But these kids start when they're 5. So when they're 15, they got 10 years experience.
Well, I was trying to see if I could find everybody that ran, because there was one on there that he was running against somebody that was half his age, and he said about, how things have evolved since then.
They have. They've
and
evolved.
It's like, I can't remember what his name was.
But
I know him to see him.
Najee actually fell for the first time
I know.
in a long time.
And
but
he's
still
married.
But he still made it. Well, you can't have him.
Why not?
He's half your age.
So?
Well, he's not half your age.
I could be a cougar.
Yeah.
Wow. I've been called that.
Yeah. Well, he's always been one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Najee and the Weatherman are awesome, and I like all these guys. These guys, they put in an effort that's just unbelievable.
And I love that these kids are giving it their all and really pushing the adults.
Yes, they are. It's no longer an adult game. It's become a kid's game now, because these guys have no fear. They have no fear. But we've only seen, it's the first set. We still haven't seen Moravsky. We still haven't seen your boy from Texas.
Grant McCartney.
Who's your kid from?
Lance Pekus.
No, not that guy. The one with the dark hair.
Daniel Gill.
Daniel Gill. We haven't seen him yet. We haven't seen.
Oh, I know.
A lot of the best. So, and they usually save those guys across. They'll split them up.
Right.
So, but it's really a good show. I like the show, and if you haven't seen the show, check it out. It could be your new favorite show because it's a lot of fun. But yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go back to. Let's see here. And by the way, before, the women were having a hard time keeping up. The average age of the adults before they added, I would say in the 30s.
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s. You can know it's on Peacock, by the way, so you can actually watch the episode, and you'll be amazed at what they're doing, because it's just it's really fun. It's fun to watch, and I cheer them on, and I'm like sitting there. And
that one new obstacle they have this year, where you have to turn the wheel,
One and
and
two
then
is on there.
yeah, you'll want to see it. It's
and then you have to grab the golden ring or the diamond ring, then the money.
They're making it more and more complicated too,
Uh-huh.
because you got to do this before you get to that and all that. So.
And then the backwards lasso jump. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was horrible. I would never want to. I can't jump. I can't forward jump it. And you got to understand this. This has been gone for. I mean, they've had. This is 15th year, I think.
Mhm.
And I've been watching it for. Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's been a while.
Probably. I've been watching it for at least 5, maybe 6.
I'll go home and watch it tonight.
We started watching this on the show for, because it got to be when it gets into the. Actually, if you're part of it, you can enjoy when they have the race-offs at the end. We're going to probably do something about that because we last year who won that last year? Was it the kid? It was a kid last year.
Yeah.
It was like a little kid, a little baby kid won that last year against the adults. I'm against that. Kids should never. They should respect their adults and let the adult win. Anyway, all right. So I started.
Caden Lebsack won it.
He was awesome too. He was a kid that was just. He always had his hat on backwards, and he just was a tall, lanky kid.
I
and
think there was one time you guys let me pick between.
Probably.
You guys were picking something, and you let me pick the.
Probably.
I had the extra one.
Probably.
And I think it was Caden because my son's name is Caden, so that's why I picked him.
Well, Caden is one of the new kids that's really good. Then there's that kid that had like scoliosis, or no, what do you have? The one kid that was winning all of the things.
Cerebral palsy.
Yeah. He was one of my favorites.
He was one of the juniors that come up.
He never missed a thing till the very end. Then at the end, he ended up screwing up, but he had always won every single race he did, and he was really fun to watch. I hope he's in again this year. I forget their names, but it's just really fun, and it's one of my favorite things to watch. All right, back to the story, or unless you're looking something up.
If I find it, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'm sure you will. You're just like that.
Uh-huh.
Because you're a team player.
Of course.
Whether or not I like it. Okay, we talked a little bit about the mermaid. So let's talk about the mermaid. Little Mermaid. So there she is. Not nobody. There is a big to-do about this. People are going stupid crazy about it. I mean, stupid. Downright stupid. I just hate stupid people. I mean, really stupid.
What are they fighting over?
That's what I'm going to get at. So, first off, they don't like the fact that the Little Mermaid is darker. To me, that's the dumbest thing you can think of. And by the way, it's only some people that are in that racist mode. You can have a dark
Why not?
mermaid. I don't know. They do have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I think it probably is still a good movie. If you complain about the script, that's one thing. It says a fight broke out last month at an Orlando theater during a screening of the most family-friend movie playing, The Little Mermaid, in a widely shared TikTok by an a-hole. That's my saying. I don't want to make that person any happier or any more famous than they are. Viewers can see and hear a group of women screaming at each other in the darkened theater at the remake of 1989's classic plays of the large screen behind them. And the two women standing up said, one says, "In front of my daughter," shouts one woman, "don't yell at me in front of my daughter." The two women standing up and obscuring the screen continue to curse at each other at the top of their lungs. A man enters and says, hey, as he attempts to defuse the situation. "What's going on? I need a refund for my ticket." "No," says the social media user. I'm not going to say her name. "We're getting a refund because, nuh-uh, this is a kid's movie. Oh my God." The PG film starring Halle Berry as a mermaid and Melissa McCarthy as a sea witch Ursula, ranked as the 5th biggest Memorial Day weekend
Oh,
opening.
gee.
So a lot of these people are complaining because she's black.
Yeah.
You can't have a black mermaid
Why not?
because they're racist. I get so sick of it. A movie is a movie is a movie. I don't care unless there's a specific reason that, like if the mermaid was a white fish, and the fish has to be white, that's one thing. It's a mermaid. It's a fictional character. Who cares if she's black? I don't care.
I don't either.
Like the Cinderella, the one, the...
I didn't care about that either.
Yeah.
I don't care what color somebody is.
No.
That is a racist
If they
person.
played the part well, then what's the
That's
right?
it.
They deserve the part.
That's exactly right. I don't care if the and by the way, I did a search on Google. I said, why is there controversy over the Little Mermaid? And so there are viral controversies over this, and the racist backlash is a big one. And the casting of the singer Halle Berry, they didn't like that. I don't think I'll get this because I don't subscribe. That's on Forbes. I might have a free one. Says I may not be able to. Oh, I get one of 4 free articles. Okay. It says the trailer has been flooded with 1.5 million dislikes from angry fans, despite YouTube removing the dislike counter. What is it all about? What are these people? These people think there's a real mermaid out there that is white, and they think all mermaids are white.
White with red hair?
Yeah.
That's
I just don't get it. Why can't we just enjoy movies for what they are?
Because
Why do we get
people
them?
have to, they want their time in the spotlight.
No, they're just racist pigs.
That's what it is.
And,
Yeah.
and that the fact they're making a big deal over this, if you want to make a big deal, you say, okay, remaking this movie, which was a classic, like this, was not good because they didn't do it well. Not because Halle Berry is a very recognizable name and should only have driven good things because people love Halle Berry.
Right.
Some people don't like her as a mermaid. I don't see why. What, is she couldn't swim? Is that one of the problems? Or could it be because she was black? You people out there, get a grip. This is a movie. If you don't like the movie, you leave the movie.
You
That's
don't
it.
watch it.
There's a lot of movies I've watched that I didn't like. And there's actually a very few I've walked out on. But, the fact is, if you don't like the movie, keep it to yourself. Because there's a lot, kids would not see the difference.
No,
if you
they
just took a kid in that has never seen The Little Mermaid or whatever it's called, the kid will love the movie.
Right.
What the parents think doesn't matter in this case because the kids are all that matter. If you have a problem with that,
That's your
you shouldn't
fault.
be seeing movies anyway. You should be locked up for being a racist, because that's all it is. It's a racist thing. It's not she wasn't good enough, because Halle Berry is a good actress. You can't say she wasn't good enough. She was definitely good enough. So I just hate that people hate. I hate that people hate over that. It's one of those things that that people. Oh, wait, feminist criticism? Oh, I didn't know about that one. Let me see. The Little Mermaid. The feminist criticism is that Ariel is willing to sacrifice her voice to have a chance with a prince. Oh,
fudge.
Why didn't you complain about The Little Mermaid years ago when it was out? Why are we complaining about it now? If we start thinking about things like this, we're not going to be even able to have cartoons. Because somebody's going to find something that they can pick at. Oh, why is that? Why is the black cartoon guy smaller than the white cartoon guy? Oh, it must be a racist. No, it's a cartoon. That's the whole thing. I hate that. I hate that people have always come up with reasons to hate things.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate hating.
I do too.
Good. Do you hate hating?
Do I hate what?
Hate hating.
Yes.
Okay, we're all in agreement. We will not all hate things together.
But like Ann says, welcome to the new world. That's
So-
the way it is today.
I have a lady, I don't want to say lady. I know somebody who went to watch The Little Mermaid, I guess. 3 days ago, she posted on her Facebook. She goes, "Dear Disney, you effed up my Little Mermaid. I'm not even talking about the fact that she is black.
Okay.
They are in Jamaica. The castle is clearly almost a mile away from the beach. Funny how the sea witch becomes a white woman. WTF.
Oh, what color is the sea witch supposed to be?
Yeah. Ariel does not kill the sea witch, and the lyrics change. Scuttle is supposed to be obnoxious, and now he is just a girl and father.
Wait.
Dear Lord, she calls him daddy to show she is a child in his eyes. She said, "Stop ruining my childhood." I guess she didn't like it.
I got that general. I got that general idea too. I think.
But you know,
that's her opinion.
If they had it back, I'm going to say back in the 50s or 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. How many years later? They have to reinvent it somehow.
Right.
Well, if they did it back in the 50s with a black mermaid, it would have been chaos. It would have
Right.
been,
so they're going to do it now where it's not quite as much, but still a sore spot for people.
I definitely like to go see it, and that way I can definitely form my own opinion.
I may go to see it just for spite, because I'm a white male. I'm the people that wouldn't like it. So, and I would come back and say, I really liked it. So there. Of course, then they would say, yeah, but you're gay. What?
Yeah, you're happy.
You went to see a child's movie? How dare you?
Sure, why not?
For the record,
I'll go with you.
For the record, I'm not gay.
You're happy.
I am happy. I am happy.
That okay then?
It just drives me crazy that the whole thing is like, you can find, if you really try, you can find something about anything. Like, if you really tried hard, you could find something you don't like about this show. It would take a lot.
Right.
But you know, somebody would say, "Oh, I don't like the show because you have two girls on the show."
Bye.
Or, "I don't like the show because you got that big fat host on the show and we got to get rid of him."
Bye. Then there would be no show without him.
It would be done. I'm sure there's people who would love to see me off the show, but then those are the same people who never watch it anyway. So, anyway, I just think it's crazy. All right, moving on.
Moving on up.
Danny Bonaducci, who was on this show, has had surgery. Brain surgery at that. Hopefully he has a brain now.
No.
Well, no, he doesn't. Didn't gain a brain. I shouldn't say that because I actually thought he was a great interview. He didn't hold back. He told us everything, more than we would have ever imagined. He told us great stories about when they stole the bus. They stole the Partridge Family bus and drove it through. Him and David Cassidy stole the bus. I love the stories. I would love to have him back on again, but
I think from what I read in that article, he has the same thing that Pam's sister has. Is currently fighting.
That's a sad
The
thing.
water on the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her because I wouldn't want to go through the stuff she goes through, but
Yep.
she has been through a lot. It says, "It's been a long day. I wanted to tell you guys that Danny's surgery went according to plan and he's doing well. Partridge Family alumni health was a mystery for some time. In April 2022, he took leave absence from his Seattle-based radio show due to an illness. By the summer of that year, he lost his ability to speak clearly or walk unassisted, as he needed a cane for movement." Now, keep in mind, for his age, when he was doing the celebrity boxing stuff, and he was built pretty good. So for him to be in that situation, because he's only a little bit older than I am,
Right.
that's really kind of scary when you think about it. After meeting with 100 doctors, he was diagnosed with syphilis, a debilitating condition that puts harmful pressure on brain tissues via water on the brain. Jeez. Well, Yeah, it says following the diagnosis, Danny and Amy listed their $1.6 million home because the layout was no longer safe for him.
Wow.
Well, I hope he's good. I hope he's doing all right. He's a good guy. I never had any issues with him, and he was always nice to me. So, regardless of what anybody else thinks, I wish him well. Wow, it's just crazy. He got it late in life, though.
Oh, yeah.
She got it real early in life. So, all right, next. A former wrestling star says he has severe brain trauma. Do you want to guess who it is? He's been on the show.
I know who it is.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Do you know who it is? Everyone's got a price.
Ashley.
Ted DiBiase.
You got it. Yay!
Yes!
Yay! Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, because I sent you that article. That's how I knew.
Oh, I got it. I had it already.
Oh.
I didn't know you sent it to me. Oh, no, you did send me that one. That's right. That is the one you gave me. Yeah, we actually had him on the show a couple times, and he doesn't do too many interviews, but he's always been nice to me. And actually, I have a story about Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, you busted that promo on him.
That's the story. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the assist. So in the end of my wrestling career, if you want to call it that, we were in Connecticut, and they were going to give him, or they did give him, a Lifetime Achievement Award. And me being the nice guy that I am, I decided I was going to make a speech about him. Yeah, that's it. I did this, turned out to be 3.5 minutes. It seemed like 10 minutes when I was doing it. A promo about Ted DiBiase. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to see it?
I love watching that.
Actually, I forgot I even had it till now. So in Ted DiBiase, let's see here. I could do this like this, then I go back to here, and then I go to here. Actually, I should have just gone here first. My videos. Wonder where it's at. It's got to be early, I would think. Okay, this was probably 2008-ish.
Scroll down.
I'm thinking, oh, it's not going to be on the first page. It's going to be on, actually, while that's playing, I think I'm going to go to the bathroom. Not here. Let me see. It's going to be, where is it? Come on, you got to be here. It's got to be in this dash of things. This was not planned. I wasn't planning on doing this. I would have had the link up ahead of time. But it was Sheikh Zabala. That's my other name. I'm now admitting it.
Oh, good. I knew it was you.
Could it be because, you traveled with me?
Yep.
This must be the next one. Jeez. I must have saved that a long time ago.
Do you want me to look for it?
It'll be... There it is. Oh, that's not it. That's the other thing. Hold on. I got it. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
So this is me as the Sheik. And it's quite a bit interesting. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me back it up.
Oh, hello, Mr. Moneybags, Ted DiBiase,
I'll be
Mr.
back.
$1 Million Man. You know what? You march into Genesis Pro Wrestling and you're giving out all kinds of money. Just like it kind of grows on trees. But you know what? Let's be honest for a second. I know, and everyone else here knows, you're all washed up. You were so 80s. In fact,
Yeah, your 15 minutes is up. So anyway, who gave you the money? Let me think about this for a second. Could it be, Teddy Jr.? Yeah, I went there. You know what? He's the real star of the family, but that's another story. But if you really want to know the real story about Ted, just buy his book. Anyway, so I'm not really sure who came up with this idea, but it was either the board of directors of Genesis Pro Wrestling, or maybe it was Commissioner Bulldog Woof Woof Blansky. Could have been Bobby Rydell, Integrity Bookings, President Palladino, whoever, it doesn't really matter. But you've been given the honor of crowning the winner of the main event with the new championship belt. Now in the main event, we have the supernatural Samir Ahmed II, and he's accompanied to the ring by me, Sheikh Zabala. And he's taken on Chris Payne Forza. You know what? We might as well come down to the ring right now, and you can just hand us the belt. I'll tell you why. Ahmed is going to bury Forza, kind of like your career's buried. That's right, preacher man. And it's not going to be resurrected either. So, a little word of advice. I'm always at ringside whenever you see Ahmed. And when it's over, it's going to be you crowning the first ever Genesis Pro World Champion to Samir Ahmed II. Oh, Ted, you know, you always say everyone has a price. Does that include you?
Does it?
I love that every time I see it.
When I was doing that, I thought that was a good promo, and I thought, is Ted going to like that promo? And I felt so guilty about that, that I actually went up to Ted afterwards and I said, I'm really sorry about that. He said, no, that was a great promo. And the thing is, when I was doing it, that was on a big screen. I didn't, like, I recorded that ahead of time, and when it was playing, I was like, all of a sudden, I was like hiding my head because I felt really bad about some of the things I said, and I thought, maybe I shouldn't have said that because that was really mean, some of the stuff I said. And I thought, he's never going to talk to me again.
But he loved it.
He was cool about it. He was like, hey, he's all about the business, and so he actually was good about it. But it was a really mean. Oh, somebody's back.
Hi.
Somebody who
got in trouble. But yeah, I love watching that.
That was the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I used to do all kinds of fun stuff like that. I don't do fun stuff like that anymore.
Nope.
I do some other fun stuff.
You just go watch movies.
I'm trying to be in them. So, I updated my IMDb.
Ooh.
I'll bring that up. Show you that. I'm actually somewhat impressive for a guy that hasn't done a whole lot. I'm learning. Oh, let's finish this Ted DiBiase thing. So, I'm not, the thing is, a lot of people don't realize how dangerous wrestling is and how seriously people do get hurt. Because they're used to seeing the stuff on TV and they just think, oh, well, nobody gets hurt. Oh, people do get hurt. There are a lot of people that get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And just what was, the things I've done, which were not as many things that people do, that I've had my share of injuries. Broke my wrist, broke my C4 and 5 or 5 and 6 or something like that. Had 3 rotator cuff surgeries. I just had all kinds of problems. And the thing is, I'd do it all over again because it was just so much fun. I'm paying for it now, but you got to do what you got to do. And so it says 3 weeks on, 3 straight weeks on, and 1 week off. Is starting to catch up with a former wrestling superstar. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, said his days in what was the World Wrestling Federation, now World Wrestling Entertainment, caused him injury. Severe brain trauma. DiBiase says he hasn't been given an official diagnosis, but he's experiencing memory loss. I'm dealing with this this is legit. I don't have Alzheimer's. I don't have dementia. But they said, Ted, you have something. We simply call it severe brain trauma. Now, this is the thing that my friend Tina has a foundation for.
Right.
Because her husband was a football player.
That was the CTE?
Mhm.
Okay.
And that's what Ted DiBiase died of. I suspect that's what
Ted
caused...
DiBiase didn't
Or
die.
not, I said DiBiase, not him. Benoit.
Yeah.
Yes, Benoit died. And I suspect that's what Rebel ended up dying from. I mean, he died from a shot to the head, but I think that it was CTE that was the main culprit. It's really a serious thing, and they've only recently, when I say recently, within, 15 years, started doing things about it.
Well, you realize it's been 5 years since Rebel did that. I just...
Yeah, because Mitch put something in, he posted, and I posted something, and a couple people posted it.
I know Serena put something up, too.
I didn't see his, but Blackie did.
Mhm.
And he had some important things that he said that were true. Like him or not like him,
Yeah?
he did have an issue, and I think it was CTE. But CTE is a dangerous thing. It killed a lot of people, and it causes people to be not normal. I mean, Tina was saying how her husband would just go off the cuff and just go crazy and start beating on her and stuff. And he never did that before. And he didn't have a rationale anymore. He couldn't rationally think. And
But it's not the same as somebody who's just getting up there in years either.
right.
I mean,
'Cause
memory
Benoit
loss
was
happens
only in
to
his-
anybody.
Benoit was probably 38.
Yeah.
And
Because I know my memory, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. Remember how I could tell you on any given weekend where you were?
mm-mm.
I can't do that now.
That's why I had a schedule book. It's called Trish.
Yeah, not now you don't.
Well, the book's been ripped up.
Yep.
But, the thing is, it's a very serious thing. And football players are, if you ever saw the movie Concussion.
Blindside would be another one. No, never mind,
Concussion.
never mind. I'm thinking something else.
Concussion is a really good movie. Will Smith played an African immigrant, I believe, who was a doctor, and he studied the brain injuries, and the NFL would not even entertain that it was real. Nowadays they're different. Now they truly are looking at trying to stop the issues. So, and the wrestling organizations are now taking it seriously too. And like Adam Cole has had concussions, and they made him sit out for a long time before they let him back in. So, it's they're taking it seriously now, and it's like they didn't want to admit that there was an issue.
Now let me ask you this. For somebody who gets concussions easily, could you say they could end up with CT?
Yeah. Everyone that gets a brain injury.
Thanks, Mother.
Well, I don't know what you're doing, but
She knows.
okay.
I've had quite a few concussions.
Well, so is Christine.
Mhm.
And these are things that you definitely need to be
Aware of.
And if someone says something to you like you're acting strange, it could be you're acting strange. So, it's
Yeah, but for Ashley, that's normal.
well, then if she's acting normal that you got
I love
something
you,
going on.
Ashley.
But, that's, anyway, so I thought this was interesting. I missed this one on the President Biden. Billionaire Jack Dorsey deals a huge blow to President Biden. So I found this interesting. He's the guy, he used to own Twitter, okay, until Elon bought it. So, mouse is acting strange again. Can't understand.
Maybe it has CTE.
This mouse has issues. Anyway, so he is going to try to make sure that we see no more Biden.
Ugh.
Well, I wouldn't say, oh, you got to remember, he's falling. He's falling down.
Yeah, I get that, but let Biden fall on his own.
He is.
Don't help him.
No, let's try to get him out of there. I mean, I don't want somebody running my country that can't stand up and can't think straight. He's had a lot of issues since he's come into this presidency. So it says here the U.S. Presidential election of 2024 is of great interest. In 2020, the tech companies and their bosses were busy doing everything to avoid a proliferation of misinformation like the one of 2016. Okay, here we go. All right, stop it. Stop putting these things in my way. Okay. The new campaign promises to be different. Tech luminaries want to play an important role and think that tech is the future. Okay? When you stop tech, you got problems. In November, well before the race for the nominees started, Elon Musk, the most powerful of the CEOs, has made it known he would support the Republican governor of Florida, DeSantis. Is that what he wanted? Governor, yeah, for the presidency. DeSantis is seen as the biggest threat to former President Donald Trump. Trump is currently the forerunner of the polls with at least a 30 points over DeSantis, who relied on Musk to announce his presidential bid. In May 24th, the billionaire interviewed the presidential hopeful on Twitter, introducing him to his 142 million followers. The thing is, DeSantis is not the guy I want in there either, because all he's doing is messing up the LGBTQ, and he's just threatening Disney, and I don't want him in there. I want somebody in there that's not going to pick on other businesses. I want somebody that's going to take care of the country, not go after a vendetta. So anyway, so Musk is doing his part to try to get people away from Biden. And RFK Jr., in the Republican camp, Larry Ellison, Oracle's founder, supports Tim Scott, who's a Republican. So all these billionaires are actually picking their guy that they want to win. And he, I don't know that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, that RFK's only family, his own family doesn't want him in there. So I don't know. I think that's going to be a problem too. I don't know. It just is interesting to see that that they are all becoming a big part of this, making sure that Biden doesn't get back in. I don't think Biden will get back in anyway, because if people vote for him, they're obviously not thinking about the health of him. So we'll see how it happens. Did either of you watch the 70s show?
No.
Okay, the next thing won't matter to you then, because the 70s show had a guy named Danny Masterson on it. And that Danny Masterson is supposed to spend 30 years to life in prison.
Oh, boy.
Use Scientology to get away with his crimes. Scientology is just an excuse for doing bad things, I guess. But this has been in the news, and I didn't know who he was till today, because I don't really I never watched that show. But apparently he's not a very good person. Because as soon as we get this, let's see here, did I do that already? Okay, I didn't. Okay, good. All right. All right. So Scientology to get away with his crimes. The preceding trial of Danny Masterson from the former 70s show and lifelong Church of Scientology member reached a guilty verdict at the Los Angeles Superior Court on May 31st. Masterson was convicted on 2 of his 3 counts of forcible rape. The actor's conviction could result in him spending up to 30 years to life in prison. So he had previously faced alleged allegations, I should say, of sexually assaulting 3 women at his Hollywood Hills home. The jury found him guilty of the incidents that occurred in 2003. However, the jury couldn't finalize their decision on the 3rd rape charge from 2001 of Masterson's prior girlfriend, which led to a stalemate. After Masterson was convicted guilty, he was handcuffed and put into custody. I don't know. I just think it's really sad that people use their fame and stuff to take advantage of others. Okay. There was something. Oh, Chat AI, GPT Chat. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, artificial intelligence.
Do you know what it is, though?
No.
Do you know what it is? I'm going to show you.
Uh-oh.
It's really cool. I didn't think I'd like it, but it's really actually pretty cool. What am I making noise of? Oh, I'm hitting those.
Oh.
She's still down there.
Yeah.
She's being good. If she would have been good and not did what she did, she would have been better. Okay, I'm going to teach you what Chat GPT is. Wait a minute. I could do that. Oh, we're going to run out of time, aren't we? Yeah, we are. I've got lots of stuff to go get. But I'm going to do this because I think you'll like to see what this thing is. Okay. So I was wondering what it was myself because I had no idea what it was. But I found I had training on this the other day. And I thought, oh, this is actually pretty cool. So Chat GPT is artificial intelligence, like we talked, and it allows you to let someone else do the work.
Oh.
So I'll show you how that works in just a second here as soon as I sign in. So here's how it works. You get a box like a chat, it looks like a chat box, okay?
Okay.
Wait a minute, please don't, okay. All right, shut up. Okay, so here you have a chat box. Pick a topic. Anything.
Movies.
Movies. Pick a category.
What do you mean?
Comedy, whatever it is.
Let's do comedy.
Okay. Tell me about comedy movies.
Where are you typing that?
I don't know. Apparently not in the right place.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now it's going to tell me about comedy movies.
Oh.
That quick. So let's say you were in high school and you had to do a report.
Oh, it's right there.
But let me tell you what I'm using it for. It's something a little different. This is going to go on for a while, I guess. Well, there you are. Now you have it.
Wow.
Now, let's say I want it to, do a monologue. What do you want a monologue on?
All right, Ashley, you pick this one.
I don't know.
Anything. Type a monologue on what?
Food.
Yeah, food.
Monologue on food. I'm going to alter this a little bit. Let's make it a
Mexican food.
comedy. Comedy. How about we make it even better? A 1-minute monologue. 1 minute. Oh, I gotta.
See, it's in the way.
I spelled comedy wrong too. All right, here's a 1-minute comedy monologue on food. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever noticed that food has this amazing power to turn us into completely different beings? That's it. Well, it's still going. Well, there we go. So that's a 1-minute monologue on
Wow.
food, comedy.
Okay. Well, how would you get started in something like this?
What do you mean?
Like, how did you sign up for it?
Just sign up. Just go to the chat, search for chat GPT, and there's a sign up. GPT, not GPT. And then log in, there's a login, but you can go from there and you just choose it.
Oh, wow.
It's that easy. Anything you need to know about anything you need to know about the world can be done on this.
Interesting.
I didn't know what it was, and someone explained it to me and showed it to me, and I realized that I can do this like that. What do you think? Could you use it for anything? I mean, you'd have to find a use for it, but I mean, it's not for everybody, but it's kind of cool.
I would find a use for it.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I was playing around with it and said, "Oh, well, this is kind of cool." And it's that quick. I mean, I couldn't write something that quick. It was fun. And while you're doing that, how about I show you some other things? I speaking of things that I wasn't sure I wanted to show this, but I'm going to show it to you. I have currently a chance to sell hopefully sell my script, because that's a big thing for me. And this thing's a pain in the butt. It's easier.
Yeah,
It's easier
I
on
can't
your
figure
phone.
out how
It's
to.
easier on your phone. So what you see is a 7 and a building. So you have to make wherever that is, a 7 in the building. You have to make it. That then when you have it at the right spot, you hit submit. But you got to get all 10 of them right. And I couldn't do it on there. I did it on my phone. It was a lot easier on the phone. So I actually have that chat GPT on my phone. Okay, so anyway, I'm trying to get, I am in the process of doing a proposal for someone who's interested in my script. So would you like to see what the proposal is?
Yeah.
Now, it's not done, but it's getting there. And unfortunately, you're not going to see everything because it is covered up because of the logo. So I'm going to show you what I've come up with so far. So this is the opening screen and the opening slide. It's just my trailer picture of my trailer. Did you ever wonder what inspired some of the greatest songs? We explore this concept in this new show. It can be a full-length movie or a regular series.
Okay.
Who's Classy Mike Trash? So I put a whole bunch of my credits. You can't see them all back there because the banner's in the way. But basically, I just put a bunch of things I was in, involved in, and links to them so they can see I'm legit. Oh, I noticed that I don't have a link to my... Okay, I need to put a link to my IMDb. So I'll put that in there next because I totally forgot that. Vital Vital is groundbreaking in its storytelling. You watch the story, you live the story, you hear the song that encapsulates the story you just watched. Songs were written from real-life events. The first in the series is Start Not the End. This could lead to additional movies or a TV series. Because, I mean, originally when I wrote the script, it was for a movie. And then as I went further and further and deeper into the thing, I thought, this could be a TV series. So I would like to see someone pick it up like Netflix or somebody like that where I can have the freedom to do whatever I want with it. And I am in negotiations with a place in Atlanta, Georgia. The stories came from over 40 years of playing in bands. And then there's a picture of Mike Trash and the Barking Rats. So they get to see what the Barking Rats were. And then I said, some of the people I would like to use, and there's a picture of Apathy, some of the people I would like to use, Robert Galinsky, he was my improv guy, but he's also a director. Robert Finero, he's my acting coach. Ali Grant, she was the one I made her cry. And then David Hasselhoff, because he's part of the script. And then it says 1990 to 2001, Uncle Sam Band. I lost Ken Wolf in 2021 to COVID. He was my music partner for 37 years. We wrote hundreds of songs together. I want to keep his memory alive with this project. And then we have an album, Starting at the End, and many great songs I would use the same producer as our last album to make new songs. Then it's reasons for the attachments, and I have the three main people. I chose these people because of their strengths and have worked with each of them. Then I did a thing on Robert Galinsky, so there's all his information, his IMDb. There's Robert Finero, and there's his IMDb. There's Ali Grant. There's David Hasselhoff. And then the log line, which is a short version of what it's about. And I said, everyone loves music, but did you wonder what inspired that song? Vital Idol explores the life of a songwriter as he loses everything and has to rebuild his life and atoning for his sins. Each episode plays out, and you hear a song that was inspired by it. And then the synopsis is a larger version of that. Talks about an accomplished singer-songwriter comes back to the States after a tour of Germany because of the death of his best friend, only to find out that his label was acquired and his new label fired him, his wife is leaving him, and his house is foreclosed, his car is repossessed, and he has $120 to his name.
Wow.
Now he must find a 9-to-5 job to tide him over until he gets back on his feet while searching for the former bandmates that he burned to make the big time. Vital Idol follows the singer as he attempts to rebuild his life while making amends to those he wronged, and he goes from the obnoxious rock star to a humble civilian as he has to find his way back to the top. Follow him as he hilariously attempts to get out of the mainstream and back into the rock scene. And then the outline is the bigger, like you'll find out more information. Each time you get more information that talks about what the story is on that thing. Okay. So, and then that's the cast of characters, which I haven't finished. So that's where that's where I'm at right now. I need to finish it, but that's what we're looking at for.
You can tell that's a lot of hard work, but it looks great.
There's a lot of stuff, and I don't even know if I'm doing it right. So they said they wanted a deck, and what are you laughing at? You want to share so we can all laugh? I didn't think the thing was that funny.
No, I did this.
What'd you do?
Let me see.
We're playing with Chat GTP.
1 minute monologue romance comedy.
Yeah.
Oh.
As if talking to a love interest. Hey there, I just wanted to say that ever since we met, my life has basically turned into one of those quirky romantic comedies. You know, the type where the guy/girl just can't stop thinking about the other one, and they keep running into each other in the most random places. I mean, the other day I was at a grocery store, and I swear I saw you in the produce section. I almost walked right out into a display of apples because I was so distracted trying to get a better look. And
Save
earlier
that.
this week, I swear I saw you on the bus, but I was too nervous to come say hello. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I think you're amazing, and if this were a movie, we would have already had our meet cute moment and be well on our way to falling in love. So maybe we can make that happen in real life too. What do you say? Oh my gosh.
I want that. I might use that. That would be funny. See, it's a lot of fun. That Chat GTP thing is really fun. So did you finally get through?
Yeah, on my phone.
Yeah, that's how I did it, because I couldn't do it their stupid little way. But I think it's a cool thing. Maybe we could use that for the show somehow. I don't know what, but we could use it. Oh, there's the login. But it's I kind of like that. So, all right. So you now know what Vital where I'm at with that, and I really hope that I can make this thing work. We'll see. I mean, it may work. I may get interest in it, and I'd like to see something happen because I've had this thing since I think 2006 is when I wrote it. So I don't know. It might be fun. Okay, so we have a choice now. I'm going to give you. I shouldn't give you a choice for this, but I will. We either go to the next section, and I do regular news, or we do the game show. We can use the game show at any time. It's not time-oriented. What are you doing? What'd you do? What's yours?
Mine's still going. I didn't put a time limit on it.
What's the topic?
Let me scroll back up here. Funny breakup monologue.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I like yours. Yours came out pretty good. Mm-hmm. So you can copy that and do whatever you want with it. I'd like to see it because I wouldn't mind maybe using that for a monologue. Oh yeah, I guess I could show you that. Okay, so I got 2 other videos I could show you. I forgot about them. Let's see here. So would you like to see what I was doing down in Florida?
You showed us the pictures last week.
Oh, there's other things.
Ooh.
There's other things. I was playing a kid's friend. People think I don't like kids. There's proof that I do.
I remember when I used to have hair that long.
That was Caden.
Nice.
That was the boss's son. So I had to be nice. Oh, did I mention about this girl that tried to do a monologue and she couldn't speak English?
I think so.
Well, I could refresh your memory. Oh, Christine, you should let someone with a PowerPoint experience review it before you. I'm not done with it yet, though. I got to finish it. Anyway, so there's a girl that came in. We were auditioning for this casting agent, and I showed her one of my videos. She said it was good. She said, "Do you have another one?" So I showed her another one. She said, "I really loved that one. That was cool." Well, this girl here, actually, this girl right there. The one with the silverish hair, is from another country. I don't know where, because I can't understand her. She wanted to do socks. The socks monologue. Mm-hmm. She got to the first paragraph and couldn't remember the rest.
Aww.
Now, the thing is, she has a very thick accent, and socks was the first monologue she was given to learn, but she tells us that she has a brain injury and can't remember anything, and she wants to be an actress.
Oh boy.
She's kind of a hard time if she can't remember anything, and especially if she can't speak it. So that could be a problem. So anyway, she's a nice lady, really nice lady, but I think you really should speak English if you're going to, like Sofia Vergara.
Right.
She speaks English. She's not the best at English, but she speaks English. You can understand what she's saying. This girl here, you can't understand what she's saying, and maybe she should have second thoughts on this. So, all right, then the other one, this is what I paid $1,000 for.
Classy Like Trash, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm reading the part for Start Not the End. A man looks back who's lost his dream, and he falls down to his knees. The past few years have taken him down, and pain is all he sees. And his girl is gone, friends disappear, and left him lonely fear. Well, who'd be there to help him work through all the tears? And where were you? I'm feeling used. I struggle day to day. I'm feeling used. Then a voice from within is calling me. Says pick up the pieces and start again. New chapter begins, and it's time to say it's a start and not the end.
Yep. I like that song.
Yeah. Well, I took a gamble on that, on whether or not that was going to work, because I had no idea. And, you know, usually I've done other people's monologues, and then I did that one emotional one that I did, and I wasn't going to do it, and I was tossing between that and doing Breadcrumbs, the Breadcrumbs monologue, and I made a judgment call to see if that would work, and I think it was the right choice because it actually went well. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Anyway,
so here's this one. When I said the funny breakup monologue.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, for I have a tale to tell. It's a story of love, laughter, and heartbreak all rolled into one. Today I stand before you to deliver a funny breakup monologue's comedic tragedy, if you will. Picture this. It's a beautiful summer day, birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and my ex and I decide to have a serious talk at our favorite ice cream parlor. Little did I know that this would be the day my heart would be shattered into a million chocolate chip pieces.
Chocolate chip pieces.
As we sat there enjoying our scoops of frozen goodness, my ex looked at me with a face more serious than a penguin trying to fly. And in that moment, I knew something was up. I mean, who looks that serious while eating ice cream? It's like having a poker face at a clown convention. And then they uttered those dreaded words, "We need to talk."
Oh.
Cue the dramatic music. Suddenly, I felt like a contestant on a reality show waiting to hear if I would be voted off the island of love. Spoiler alert, I got booted faster than you can say Ben and Jerry's. They started with the classic line, "It's not you, it's me." Oh, come on. We all know that line is about as believable as a unicorn riding a rainbow. I mean, seriously, it's definitely me, right? I can be too obsessed with my collection of rubber ducks, but who isn't? Then came the real kicker. They said, "I think we should just be friends."
Oh.
Friends? Friends? I already have enough friends, thank you very much. What I need is a personal chef who can make a killer grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta slide down here.
How long is the story?
Wait a minute, I lost. And a partner who can tolerate my terrible dance moves. Is that too much to ask?
That's true. She has terrible dance moves.
Excuse you. But here's the best part. As they tried to console me, they said, "We can still hang out just like old times." Yes, but nothing says let's move on like hanging out with your ex. Reminiscing about the good times while secretly plotting their demise. Good times indeed. So, my friends, let this be a lesson to all of you. If someone ever invites you to an ice cream parlor for a serious talk, run for the hills, or at least bring a tub of your favorite flavor to drown your sorrows in. Because, in the end, laughter truly is the best medicine, especially when it comes to funny breakup monologues.
Wow.
So I did a comedy breakup monologue, and it has some of the same words as yours, but not. It's a different one.
So you like it? You think
Yes.
it's cool?
Yes. You should have never
All
found
right,
this.
So I guess you read yours and you read yours. Here's mine. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever noticed how food has this amazing power to turn us into a completely different being? It's like we have a secret identity, and as soon as we see a plate of our favorite dish, we transform into these ravenous creatures with insatiable appetite. I mean, let's take pizza, for example. Just the mention of it can make anyone's mouth water. It's like magic. It's like a magic spell that puts us under cheesy, saucy spell. I don't know about you, but when I see a fresh baked pizza, I turn into a ninja. Seriously, my agility and speed are unmatched when it comes to grabbing that last slice. It's survival of the fittest in the pizza world, folks. And don't even get me started about chocolate. Oh, sweet, irresistible chocolate. It's like a love affair in a candy bar. When I see a bar of chocolate, I feel like I'm in a romantic movie, and that chocolate is my leading man? No. Oh, I swoon, I melt, and I'll do anything for that smooth, velvety goodness. I've been known to hide chocolate in the most unusual places just to make sure no one steals it from me. My precious. And I guard it with my life. But let's not forget the legendary battle between the eternal rivals, the cookie and the cream. Yes, I'm talking about Oreos. It's like the yin and yang of the snack world. You have a crispy chocolatey cookie, and then you have the creamy, sweet filling. It's like a cosmic balance that can only be achieved by taking a big, satisfying bite. And the best part? You never have just one. It's like a black hole of deliciousness that sucks you in and refuses to let go. Food is truly amazing, isn't it? It has this incredible power to bring people together, to create memories, and to make us laugh and enjoy life. So the next time you find yourself face to face with your favorite dish, embrace your food alter ego, and let the feast begin. Thank you, and bon appetit.
Nice.
See, that was just off the cuff. Now we just did that, and we got a monologue that can be used for something else. And then I also
this will be way too much fun.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's just fun. It's just can I? Oh, here's how you do it. You push this, and you can send it to somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Push what?
There's a okay. So if you go to the top left, there's a little right. Okay, you have the name of your thing today, movie like mine. You can edit it, and you can the next one over is forward it, and the
I don't
last
have that.
You should.
I have the writing and then I have the delete.
You don't have the thing to.
No.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
You? What?
Yeah, I have it. Okay.
Okay, read it. She did one on Trash Talking Radio, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, but there, I just sent you that's the monologue that.
Thank you. Because I think I could use that one. That was pretty good. And actually, this one, the food one is good too. I think I'll use that one.
So yeah, I did do one on Trash Talking Radio.
Okay, let's hear it.
Trash Talking Radio, also known as shock jock radio, is a style of radio broadcasting that involves provocative and controversial commentary, often using aggressive and confrontational language. This format is designed to generate strong reactions from listeners and create a sense of entertainment through shock value. Trash Talking Radio hosts typically engage in aggressive banter, insult their guests or callers, and may use offensive language or controversial opinions to provoke reactions and spark heated debates. The focus is often on stirring up controversy, pushing boundaries, and generating attention for the radio show. While Trash Talking Radio can attract a dedicated fan base and generate high ratings due to its sensational nature, it is not without its critics. Some argue that it promotes a toxic and hostile environment, normalizes offensive language and behavior, and lacks substantive discussion or meaningful content. It's important to note that not all radio shows follow this format, and there are many radio programs that prioritize informative discussions, music, news, or other forms of entertainment without resorting to trash-talking tactics.
There you go.
Wow.
So you like it?
I love it.
You didn't think you were going to like it, did you?
No.
And you found out that it's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it's any topic, it may not make so far it's done pretty good with us.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Share a link to this chat. That is interesting.
It is. It's totally, I did one here the other day. It was, I wanted a 1 minute thing on comedy. And it was like, I think it was longer than that. But it just is kind of cool because it allows you to do different things. It allows you to things you wouldn't have ever thought of doing, and quick. You saw how quick it did those.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's funny. My one friend told me I could write my cards for my script on there. I don't know how I could do that though, because I don't really understand how I would do that it would do what it's supposed to do. So, two of my favorites, ice cream and pizza. Yes, they're my favorites too. So I just think it's kind of cool because it's something I never would have imagined doing. And when I saw it early on its development, I was trying to figure out what use it would be. And then this guy told me, you should use it for this because it can generate. If you were, oh man, I wish I was a high school student now because you could write your reports on that.
Then you get in trouble for plagiarizing.
You're not plagiarizing. That's your chat GPT. They would have to be able to prove that you wrote it on that.
Yeah, that's true.
But that would be probably better at English than I am. So that's how they could prove it. What's this freaking do? Oh, I guess it didn't do anything. But I like it. But this was a 1-minute monologue about comedy that I played around with yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. And so it stores all your chats over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was controversial though for a while because people were using it to debate whether they had a conversation between Jesus and Hitler.
Jeez.
And it came up with a thing. So, there are some weird things about it, but you can do a lot of things with it. So, all right. All right, I'm going to make an executive decision here.
We're playing the game.
No. Oh, you want to play the game?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This game is called Best Celebrity versus Worst Celebrity, and I'm going to give you whether or not the celebrity was they're off camera. All of them are off camera.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones were positive? Which ones were negative? I'm going to give you a name, and you have to say which was which.
Okay.
So it's kind of, don't be looking at the screen a lot because I don't know what's going to show up.
A lot?
Okay. So, hold on. Whoa, stop. I told you to stop. There we go. Okay, so you get the whole idea now?
I think you'll also understand it better as we go on.
Okay. Well, you'll and people that want to play at home, you can go ahead and do that because we're going to do this one celebrity at a time. So you'll be a little bit behind us, but it'll be worth it. Okay, and then I do this. Okay. Come on. Bring up Facebook. Come on, bring Facebook up. There we go. I think. We'll see if it did. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. First celebrity. Harry Styles. Harry Styles. Do you think he was a good celebrity or a bad celebrity?
I'm going to say he was probably bad.
I would say he was good. Kylie liked him.
All right, see who wins. Good or bad? Everyone, here we go. Harry Styles was, shoot, darn it.
See, and
An absolute dream. He was an absolute dream.
See, I even took my glasses off so I can't see.
Harry Styles was an absolute dream. Whoever said he was positive, who said, you get a point.
Yes. Thank you, Kylie.
All right, next celebrity. Oops, gotta use the right trackball. Jennifer Aniston.
Good.
Okay. What do you say, Jennifer Aniston?
I would say she's good.
She is an absolute dream. She is a sweetheart. She seemed very genuine and kind. I met her in a bathroom of all places. We talked for so long, her friend had come to find her. Okay, the next person, Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels of Saturday Night Live. Lorne Michaels.
Bad.
Lorne Michaels.
He's the director and everything of Saturday Night Live. The guy in charge.
I go bad.
You said bad, and you said bad? Okay. Absolute dream. I met Lorne Michaels when I worked at a 5-star restaurant. Everyone who worked with me knew I'd been a fan of SNL since it came out of the womb. So I picked up the phone and made a reservation and spoke to his assistant. I told them I was Lorne's biggest fan. When he arrived, and his wife and son, who was at a boarding school, they were so kind. And he said, "I've heard you're my greatest fan."
Okay.
So, hey, it's nice to know. I mean, geez. There was a pretty sweet bonus tip inside. I wasn't usually tipped doing work, so wasn't expecting it. So that was kind of cool. So you guys were wrong about that one.
Are they all absolute dreams?
No, they are not.
Okay, I was going to say the first 3 have been.
Yeah.
That's true. I think I have 2 drinks that are open.
Probably.
I don't know where the other one went, but I think I had 2 open. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, next one. Okay, so Lorne Michaels. Roseanne Barr.
Bad.
Okay.
I'd say bad.
You are right. You're both right. I met Roseanne Barr for work once, and I shook her hand. She looked at me up and down and said, "I don't shake hands," and then walked away. So
Wow.
Roseanne was not one of people's favorite people. Next one. Absolute. Who was it? Shoot, got the guy's name. Gray Gubler. Matthew Gray Gubler.
I don't even know who it is.
I don't have any clue. If you close your eyes, I'll look to see what he was.
All right.
Says after he did say he was. I don't know who he is. I don't know. Just say good or not.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Okay, you both win. Okay, I don't know who he is either. He's this is him. Does he look familiar? Looks like it should have said Goobler. Oh, it is Goobler.
Goober.
Goober, yeah, it should be Goober. I don't know who he is. So humble and pose for a goofy pic. All right, next person. Here we go. Adam Sandler.
Good.
I'm going to say bad.
Really?
Just because she said good.
Well, I can tell you from my experiences of what I've heard about him, he's always a good guy. And he is a good guy. A friend of mine and I visited my boyfriend while he was doing security at a jazz festival in Malibu. He told us Adam Sandler and his family had been there all day, and tons of people took pictures with him. We ran back to the car, grabbed a digital camera, and looked up and saw Adam, his pregnant wife Jackie, and their toddler leaving. We went up to them. Adam was clearly done for the day, but his wife said, "Honey, let me hold the toddler's name, and you can take the picture." We handed him the camera, and he took a selfie with us. Still have the picture on the fridge.
Anne says the goober guy is from Criminal Minds.
Oh, I never watched that show.
I didn't either.
That would be why I don't know it. Okay, next. And there's Adam Sandler. He's turning gray. He's really turning gray. Rob Schneider, who is of the generation of, he was on Saturday Night Live with Adam Sandler.
Good.
I say good, yeah.
They said no.
Wow.
No. And I was surprised by this too, because he's a friend of Sandler's. I thought for sure he would have been like that. My cousin played with one of Rob Schneider's kids in 50 First Dates. Rob was stuck up, never got to know the children or their parents. Always went straight to his dressing room. I'm an introvert, so I like my alone time to recharge. But apparently the vibes he was giving off were that he couldn't be bothered to care about anyone else there. Also, a little girl in the movie, apparently a spoiled brat who threw tantrums and made them redo so many takes. I can see why Rob maybe wouldn't play with her, but other kids were great. So he was bad. I was like, what?
Wow.
I was shocked on that one. I thought he would have been a good guy. So bad guy, Adams or Rob Schneider. So here's the next one.
Oh,
That's Rob Schneider.
Oh.
The other guy is Adam
Yeah,
Sandler.
I would have thought he would have been good with Adam.
I'm
Sandler.
really shocked because he is a close friend. I thought they were all good people that were hired by him. Next one was Rihanna.
I'm going to say bad.
Yeah, me too.
Really? Okay, I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to most of these. She was an absolute dream. My husband met Rihanna years ago, and she was super nice. He was working as a ground handler at the airport and was setting up something on a ramp for her private plane. She came out, approached him, and asked him about his job, and they chatted for a few minutes, not sure if he was killing time until the gate opened, and or went out of her way to talk to him for the heck of it, but he had nothing but nice things to say about her.
Wow.
So, yeah, I would have probably been with you on that. I didn't know what she was. I didn't know if she was cool or not. Okay, next one. Jerry Springer.
Bad.
Jerry Springer.
I'd go good.
Jerry Springer was absolute dream. I met Jerry Springer while bartending about 20 years ago. He was thinking about getting into politics and had a meeting in our private dining room on the second floor. It was happy hour and the bar was packed. Someone spotted him and started chanting Jerry, Jerry while he was about to walk up the stairs. He came to the bar and ordered a $2 beer, walked through the entire bar, shook hands, and took pictures. When he finished the loop, he set the full beer on the bar and handed me $40 regardless of the show. I will always think of him as a classic
Wow.
act.
Okay.
So Jerry Springer, who just died, was a good guy.
Wow.
You like this game?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun because I wouldn't guess half of these. Next one. Okay, here we go.
I lost count. So.
Donnie,
I have it over here. Don't you worry.
Okay, Donnie and Marie. Wait. Let me close your eyes because I got to check something. Is this for... I think it's for both of them. Okay, so Donnie and Marie.
Good.
You're probably not even of the generation because they were when I was growing up.
I know. I'm trying to think.
In fact, let's make this a two-pointer. Donnie and Marie.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to say good on both.
Okay.
See, that's where I differ because
That way you can split them up and you can, if you like one.
I'd say maybe good for Marie, but bad for Donnie.
Really? Okay, I don't know the answer to this, so I don't know the answer to this, so absolute dream. My story is that I was actually horrible to a celebrity in the my story is I was actually horrible to a celebrity. In the 70s, I was obsessed with Donnie and Marie. They were playing at our state fair that year. My dad tried to get tickets, but it was sold out. He took us to the fair anyway. A few times we could hear the music, which infuriated me at 7 years old. When we were leaving, my dad had to stop the car because there was a big crowd of people. As they cleared to let us through, two people popped their heads in the car window to apologize. It was Donnie and Marie. I refused to believe it was really them. I told Marie, "You're not Marie. She's a lot prettier than you." My family was horrified. Marie laughed it off and smiled, that famous smile, and I said, "It is you. You are the prettiest woman in the world." She said, "Well, that makes up for your first comment." They apologized again for the crowd blocking on the road and got on their tour bus and left, and I got grounded for 2 weeks. Sorry, Marie. You know, they're still good. They're still pretty good looking for, they're in their 60s, I would imagine.
I believe so.
Okay, next one is Taylor Swift.
Good.
Yeah, that's a given. I absolutely, hands down, the nicest celebrity I've ever met was Taylor Swift. I met her at a concert As part of her security at Houston shows, she was polite and introduced herself to everyone. She was obviously very busy, but she seemed interested in what I had to say and signed an album cover for my son. So, yeah, I've heard all good things about her.
I was going to say, I just saw something where she was having second thoughts after she pulled somebody up on stage.
Well, we did a story on her last week where
she was like singing her song and told somebody to stop something.
Yeah, told the security to lay off the one guy or whoever it was. Yeah, she is supposedly, and she's always fighting for good prices on tickets. Good. She doesn't like the fact that tickets are so expensive.
Right.
My sister and I were talking about that this afternoon. Not that actual thing, but like Jerry Seinfeld's coming to Hershey and somebody else is coming to Hershey. And we looked up their prices for their tickets. They were like $240 for their tickets. And I wouldn't pay that to see anybody. So.
Well, I can tell you as of right now, I have no more free tickets signed up for the Giant Center, but that could change. I've used all,
you have
all the tickets that I've asked for. I've used them all.
No, you haven't.
How long do you got to go?
Oh, no, I don't. You're right. I don't. I still have Falling in Reverse and Yellow Card yet.
Yeah.
How long do you got to wait to get them again?
I don't. I thought I was done with all the ones I had asked for, but she just reminded me.
Oh, you mean if we had something else?
Yeah.
I thought you meant you would only get allocated so many tickets.
No.
Okay, next celebrity. Sir Ian McKellen. You probably don't know who he is.
I have no idea who he is.
You don't know who he is either.
Do you know who he is?
I do.
Who is he?
This guy.
I'm going to say he's bad.
He is. He was in Harry Potter or something like that.
His outfit is atrocious.
He was in. He was in a couple things.
I'm going to say good.
Good. Okay. And what'd you say?
Bad.
Bad. Okay. Sir Ian McKellen, absolute dream. No, that's not. It says, I met Sir Ian McKellen twice after a performance where I met Simon Callow and Patrick Stewart, and once during his tour of 80 shows for turning 80. Absolutely lovely man. He is my #1 dream dinner guest.
I wish I was from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I knew it was one of those. I couldn't remember which one he was, but he seems to be a pretty cool guy, and he's British. All right, next person was Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor. That's another. This guy here. He's been in a couple things like that too, and I can't. He was in Star Wars, I think.
I'm going to say he's a good guy. The eyes give it away.
Well, I think he looks pretty mad. He looks like he's ready to kick somebody's butt.
We only have a little over half an hour yet.
You know what? I'm going to go with you, Mom. I'm going to say good.
Okay, so you both said good?
I said bad.
Oh, really? No, you said good.
Oh,
I thought you said good too.
Oh, I might have.
Because I said, look at his face.
Yeah, because you said his eyes.
Yeah, okay.
So are you bad or good?
Good, you're right.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
I'm just a bitch.
So what did you decide?
Good.
And what did you decide?
Good.
Okay, see if he's good or not. He is absolute dream. I did a photo op last year at my local con with Ewan McGregor, and even though it was so quick, he was super sweet. We shook hands, and he asked how my day was. He's gorgeous in person.
You cheated.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know what you answered. You cheated.
I forgot what I answered until you reminded me of the eyes.
Okay, how about this Harry Potter guy, Matthew Lewis?
Matthew Lewis.
Yes.
I'm going to say good.
Yeah, good.
He is absolute dream. I met Matthew Lewis at a local con at his booth, and he was lovely and gorgeous in person. I told him how jealous my Harry Potter obsessed sister, who was working that day, was going to be, and he told me to tell her he sent his regards. It made her day at work when I text her about it after.
Wow.
How many of these is there?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He's only about halfway according to the marker on the side.
How about Pink?
Pink.
I'm gonna say good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Pink is. Absolute Dream. I met Pink around 2000. She performed at a teen club I was at, and she was a sweetheart. After her performance, she even danced with us for a little
Yeah, I
bit.
could see her doing that.
I could see that too. All right, next person. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, the kids.
Oh,
Science dude. I'm gonna go against my better judgment. I'm gonna go against my gut on this one.
I'm gonna say bad.
Mm-hmm.
You guys both saying bad?
Yeah.
He is indeed bad.
Wow.
I've heard nothing but bad things from people who have met Bill Nye. One friend said he was at some children's art show and made fun of the artwork in front of the youngsters. What a jerk.
I was picturing him and he doesn't even look cute.
It says Bill Nye was a guest judge at a reality show back in 2014. He was a jerk and made some sexist comments to me about my engineering skills.
That sounds about right.
Bill Nye, I met him along with Andy Weir while working at JPL around the time that the movie The Martian came out. Both were two of the most arrogant people I've ever encountered. The actual astronauts, on the other hand, including ones who serviced Hubble, were down to earth as could be. So,
wow.
Yeah, Bill Nye. I never would have guessed that because he didn't really, you would think he does that children's show. He should be something. I mean, okay, I'm ready. You guys got to close your eyes again. I got to see who it is. Oh, okay. Steven Tyler.
I'd say he's good.
Aerosmith, right? Okay, so you know that.
I'm going to say bad.
Bad? And you say good?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the answer is. The answer is Absolute Dream. When I was in college in Boston, I was making a late-night Taco Bell run. As I was walking in, his white limo pulled up front. I went outside and placed my order, and a guy in a white jumpsuit with a white bandana tied around his head came in. There weren't many people in the restaurant, but he stopped and signed autographs and was chatting with everyone when I left. It wasn't until a couple years later that I realized that person was Steven Tyler. That was in the 80s before Aerosmith had a string of hits.
Okay. See, I would have thought he'd have been a snob.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have been arrogant. And in the 80s especially, because he had a really bad drug problem then.
Right.
Okay, next, close your eyes. See who we got here. Oh, this is a good one. He has a new movie that just came out. It's Bert Kreischer.
Who?
Bert Kreischer. Remember I talked about him
I'm going to say he's good.
You're both saying he's good?
Just because of that smile on his face.
He is good. He's a really cool guy. The most genuine interaction I've ever had with a celeb was Bert Kreischer. I saw a show during which he mentioned his grandma was in the hospital. Then he told the audience he would be going to the bar next door after the show if anyone wanted a picture. When he arrived at the bar, he waded through crowds of people and made sure everyone who wanted to be able to get a pic or a moment with him. I stayed at the bar for a drink until he was on his way out. By this time, the crowd had dispersed. I called out as he passed. Hey, I didn't get a chance to say it before, but I hope your grandma does well. He stopped, turned around, and had a genuine conversation with me.
Well, that's nice.
He thanked me for the kind thoughts and talked about his family and how he was dealing with it all. His entourage was subtly, that's the word. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's spelled. Subtly trying to get him to leave, but he kept waving them off because we were both talking about our grandmothers. It was a real moment with someone, and I didn't expect to have it. I got to tell you a story about him too. I've seen him. Well, I've heard him on the Mike Calda show a lot. He seemed like really a great guy. He seemed like the kind of guy I'd want to be friends with because he's like really happy and stuff. He's just so stupidly funny. It's just unreal. But he's got a movie out right now, and I can't remember the name of it, but I want to go see it. It just came out last week. but I told you about the movie that was made in the 90s that was about that
Machine?
had yes, The Machine. The movie that was that was made about college kids that starred Ryan Reynolds in his first starring role. That was about him.
Oh.
And that was actually truly about him. So who would have thought? But he's really a funny guy, and he tours doing comedy and stuff all the time. So next, Jason Momoa.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Oh, you guys really think he's a good guy, huh? He's an absolute dream. Jason Momoa was really fun to meet in person when I saw him at a 9 Inch Nails show. Really fun guy.
He is a dream. What? I'm going to regret this, but say it.
I've seen some of the guys you've been out with. This is why your choices are ending up so bad. What's the score?
No. No.
What's the score at this point?
She's winning. That's all we need to know.
I know, way winning.
I have 15. She has 11.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. I thought you were way wrong.
So do I.
Well, that's because.
But he's cute. He is drop dead gorgeous.
So was your last boyfriend?
I never said that.
Close your eyes. Oh, Jennifer Lopez. How about Jennifer Lopez?
Good. Good. She better be good.
Both are good?
Yep.
Okay, Jennifer Lopez is good. I went to where they were filming Air last year. By the way, Air, if you haven't seen Air, go see it. Actually, I think it's on...
Hi, sweet girl.
It might be on Peacock right now. Air was a really, really good movie. I loved that movie. So if you get a chance to see Air, go see Air or watch Air. It says here, because I wanted to meet Ben Affleck. I met Matt Damon as he wrapped up before he left. He was a super nice guy. I waited for Ben as his Escalade pulled off, but I did not expect J-Lo to get out. When she got out next to me, she was only with her driver, and he didn't tell me to move or anything. So when she got out, I was like, Jen, can I get a picture? And she said, sure. We talked about Selena because I'm a Latina, and she's super important to me, and the movie means so much to me. She was so nice and sweet. She didn't give any vibes that I was annoying her or she had to go. We also spoke in Spanish. We took our picture, and she went inside to get Ben. When they got out, Ben was not happy. I don't blame him. He was acting and directing, so I stepped aside. Wow. So maybe if Ben Affleck's on here, you'll know the answer to that probably. Let's see who the next one is. Tony Curtis. Tony Curtis. Man, we're talking about an oldie there.
I'm going to say good.
Okay. Tony Curtis. I don't know, by the way. I didn't even look to see. So I'm going to give my guess after you guys say.
I'm going to go bad.
I'm thinking bad. I don't know why, but
Cheyenne.
I don't know what the answer is, by the way.
Hi, Cheyenne.
Absolute dream. I met Tony Curtis. He exuded old Hollywood. He made his way around the room, speaking to each person, and as he approached me, he extended his hand, held my hand through the entire conversation. He focused on our conversation as if there was no one else in the room. As we said goodbye, he was still holding my hand. He raised my hand to his lips and kissed it.
Oh.
He was dressed impeccably and in fine form. I made many celebrity encounters, but nothing rises to the level of Tony Curtis. Absolutely.
Cheyenne gave me her hand when you went to shake.
Are you sorry? Are you? Are you really sorry? Should I forgive you?
Say yes.
How could I say no to that pretty face? How could I say no? All right. You better not do it again, though. I'm telling you. There you go. We're forgiven. She didn't bug me the whole time. Okay, who's next? Close eyes. All right. Sir Patrick Stewart.
Ooh, that's a hard one. But I'm going to say good.
I'm going to say good.
Okay. I believe he is good. Yes, he is. Met him at the Peabody Hotel in Orlando. We were both hanging out with friends in the lobby. He told stories, made lots of jokes with his friends, and included us in the conversation.
Very cool.
I would like to meet him.
So would I.
I didn't like the Star Trek he was in.
Oh, I did.
Till after it was over. And then I just was old school. I liked only one Star Trek.
Yeah.
And I tried to enjoy their stories, but they were too far out there. And then as I grew, I thought, okay, they're not really that far out there. when you think
I
about
want to
it.
see his series Picard.
It's great.
I do want to see that.
Oh, it's awesome. I liked it. I got to see I'm up on the 3rd season, and I didn't get to watch that yet. I'll probably get around to that. But it's up to 3 seasons. Well, do you have Netflix?
I
Wait,
have.
it's not Netflix. It's Paramount.
I'll have
I
to look.
think. I have it.
I have Paramount.
I think it's Paramount. But it's really good.
What is it?
Picard.
Picard is the name of the show.
What?
Picard.
Star Trek Picard.
All right, next, close your eyes. We'll be up to Muhammad Ali's twin daughters.
I'm going to say good.
By the way, one of them was, if it is, it was one that helped save Hulk Hogan's life.
Oh, nice.
One of them. I forget her name. But anyway, if it's one of his daughters. Now, I don't know the answer to this, by the way. I didn't look at it. I just looked for the name of who it was. They're playing on Vice. Do you have Vice?
No.
Oh, do you have Vice? Oh, well, they're playing the Hulk Hogan thing where he went to war with Gawker.
Oh.
Over the sex tape and all that.
Uh-huh.
Really interesting stuff. Also, they did first segment of the new Dark Side of the Ring. I didn't see it yet. Is supposed to be Candido and Sonny.
Sonny, yeah.
I gotta watch that yet. Okay, we said both.
Good.
Good. Okay. Says absolute dream. I went to college with Muhammad Ali's twin daughters. He came with them for move-in day, and they arrived in a chauffeured Rolls Royce. So this was about him. But either one, I'll give you points for both. He was gracious and took many pictures and signed as many autographs as people wanted. I even have a picture where he's pretending to punch me. Oh, so it is about him. But anyway, it's a positive. By the way, if I had a chance to meet a boxer, he was awesome. He was a wrestling fan, and he took his talking from pro wrestling.
Oh.
From Gorgeous George.
Okay.
So he became a talker, a trash talker, if you will, because of that. Next. Katy Perry.
Good.
Good.
Okay, you're both saying good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Total nightmare. My sister met Katy Perry at a restaurant, but she was being rude to the bartender and all the employees who came over to help. So now my niece and nephew aren't allowed to listen to her music.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I love people that appreciate their fans and people that are like Penn and Teller.
Right.
We saw Penn and Teller in York, and they were awesome with the people. They stayed, and at the end they said, "Give us 30 seconds or a couple minutes to go outside, and we will take all the pictures you want and sign all the autographs you want, and just talk to you." And we stayed for probably 15 minutes. There were still tons of people, and they just didn't leave. They just stayed there till everybody was taken care of because they appreciate their fans. That's the kind of fan or kind of celebrity that I like. And if I ever become a celebrity of the caliber that I would like to be, I will not lose that, because you got to remember where you came from.
Right.
And those people that,
Yeah, just remember us little people here.
Who? What was your name again? My security let you in? How'd you get here? I'm just practicing.
Okay, you better.
Okay, next person. Tori Amos. Who is that, a singer or is she an actress?
Well, let me find out.
She
She is a singer.
Oh, okay.
And a piano.
You say good?
I'm going to say good, yep.
Good and good. Okay. Absolute dream. I met Tori Amos. She was absolute sweetie pie. She hugged me and told me she liked my shirt. We spoke briefly. I was starstruck, but it made a lasting impression. Okay, so that's her there. Okay. Glasses don't really do her justice. I think
No.
Okay, next. Michael J. Fox.
Good.
Yeah, I'll go good.
Good, good. Absolute dream. I grew up in a tiny town, and every year for his twins' birthday, Michael J. Fox would bring his whole family to the restaurant my mom worked at. She almost always ended up being their server, and she said he and his family were the nicest people. They were unobtrusive, friendly, and excellent tippers.
Very nice.
I like when I see things like that. Okay, next one. And he don't look too bad, I guess, considering his health issues. Okay, next one. James Earl Jones.
Good. I'll be surprised if he's bad.
He's Darth Vader.
I know.
Okay, then I'll go good.
I'll say
Would you
good.
say good and good?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did we talk about James Earl Jones last week?
No. I don't
Okay.
think so.
He was, I was watching a thing on James Earl Jones about the voice of, it was on YouTube. It was the voice of Darth Vader. And they played the real voice of Darth Vader, who was this 6'6" guy from England that was Darth Vader, who did not sound at all like James Earl Jones. And you heard it the way he did it, then you heard James Earl Jones do it. And did you know that on the first Star Wars movie, James Earl Jones was not given any credit?
Wow.
But they reissued it, and it's now Darth Vader voiced by James Earl Jones, but he didn't get credit. Anyway, now let's see what James Earl Jones is. And I would imagine, yep, I was going to say that's what I would say. James Earl Jones was super sweet. My father and I met him when I was young. His voice is deep, but sweet.
Very nice.
Okay, next person. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Dennis Quaid.
I'm going to say bad.
Okay. Dennis Quaid.
I'll go good.
Okay. This one I'm going to say bad. I did not look. I don't know. But the reason, it might be his brother that's weird. Oh, his brother would have been the bad one. I'm going to say bad anyway, because his brother was really a problem for a couple of years because he was really messed up. Or maybe it was him. I think it was his brother, but he was a dream. I met Dennis Quaid. He was the nicest guy ever. We chatted about dogs for a while. He was more than happy to take pictures. Must have been his brother Andy. But he was he went off the rails and he was just really whacked out. Okay, next one. Okay. Bobby Flay.
Okay, he is in Who Beats Bobby Flay. I'm going to say, I'm going to say he's bad.
Okay. Bobby Flay.
I don't even know who he is.
He's a chef.
Who Beat Bobby Flay? He has that show on
It's a
TV.
cooking game show like that. You have to go up against him and beat it and have a better dish than him.
I'll go bad.
He is bad, I believe. Total Jerk.
Yep.
I helped
Did you say bad?
host yeah. All right, next one.
Just because I've seen part of that show before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is really that much of a jerk, I guess.
Yep.
So here we go. Next one. Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews.
The singer?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, good.
I would imagine he would be good. Absolute dream. Every time Dave Matthews plays the venue across the street from our bookstore, people want to be in the working in the cafe because he randomly shows up for coffee the morning of his concert and gives the people waiting on him free tickets. And it says Dave Matthews is a good one. I went to his show and finessed my way backstage. He seemed a bit tired while taking pictures with other fans, but he was still kind. It was my turn. I decided to share my experience with his music. We huddled together side by side for a picture, and I leaned into his ear and whispered, "I lost my virginity to crash into me." Instant game changer. Dave perked up right away and hugged me and smiled. It was noticeable to some friends who were also taking pictures with him. They begged me all the way home to share what I whispered to Dave, and I never did. It's our secret. Well, now you just whispered it to the whole audience of Yahoo Life. So next, there's Dave Matthews. Okay, next. Cole Sprouse. He is
he's
Jughead of Jughead in the Riverdale show.
Oh, I'm going to say good. Only because I like Jughead.
What's that? Because you like Jughead?
Yeah, in the comics.
He has a twin brother.
Really? Okay.
Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Yeah. I believe so.
So what did you say? Did you say yes or no? Did you like him or not? Or do you think he did, or
Yeah.
you think he was a good? And you said
good.
Absolute dream. I was a bartender at Troubadour for 5 years and have many stories. Jeff Bridges was the first celeb I met. His band was playing before we opened. After his sound check, he made a point of coming down to us bartenders to introduce himself and thank us for helping out that night. Such a gem.
Very
Who was
nice.
it? Cole Sprouse?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Yes. Nicest celebrity I've ever met was Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, Dylan and Cole Sprouse. They're
This
brothers.
was way before when he probably got sick of being on Riverdale, and decided to show his true colors. He took a photo of us because I was shaking from nerves and excitement. I'm sorry. Jeff Daniels.
Good. She doesn't know who Jeff Daniels is.
Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels.
Good.
You think he's good?
Mm-hmm.
He is good because that was the one I read to you by accident. He plays guitar and stuff in his off season, but he's actually a pretty good actor too. And I'm glad to see that he's a pretty good guy. Jason Schwartzman. I'm not sure who he is.
Let's see. He's an American actor and musician.
This guy here. I've seen him on something. I don't know what.
Well, maybe he's not.
Huh?
Maybe Cole Sprouse isn't a twin.
Okay.
I thought his brother was Brussel.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, he played on Disney, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but
Okay. Anyway, who did I say this was? Schwartzman. What are you looking at?
His 2023 TV show.
Does that say Digman?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say... Okay, if he was on Mary Poppins, I'm going to say he was good.
Okay.
who are we talking?
Schwartzman. Jason. Is that his name? Is that what it said?
Mhm.
Jason.
Okay, I'll go good.
You both go good? Schwartzman. Came into a bar. I worked in that night and had a bunch of teenage bands playing. And was super sweet to any of the kids who came up to him. I can't remember. Oh, okay. Must have been with Spider-Man. It's in the background there. Okay, next one. We gotta be wrapping this up, I would think.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting close down to the bottom.
Olivia Neutron Bomb.
Oh, she's definitely good.
Yeah.
She's definitely good. When I was young, I went to an Olivia Newton-John concert. I grew up watching Grease on repeat and always loved her. At the concert, me and another girl were invited on stage to give her flowers and introduce ourselves. On stage, I asked her for an autograph, and she told me she would after the show. Post-concert, I waited for my family to get an autograph, and she invited me and my dad into the fitting room, and nobody else. Once back there, I was so starstruck and amazed that she remembered my name. She was kind and took pictures with me and my dad, signed a photo, and gave me the set list. Oh, that would be cool. And wrapped it up by giving me a hug and kiss on the cheek. She spent probably an hour with us hanging out in her room and chatting. To this day, it's one of my most cherished memories.
Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, there she is. It's a shame she died, too.
I know.
All right. Oh, that's it. So what's the final score?
The final score is Mom had 23 and I had 27.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's. I thought it was worse than that. So I want to see if this is. I decided a chat. I should say, introduce the Trash Talking Radio Show. I don't know if it'll do it or not. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's really thinking.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I had something by now.
Or is it below?
Oh, here. Whoa, here we are.
It's going.
Here's the introduction. Welcome, listeners, to the wildest ride on the airwaves, the Trash Talking Radio Show. Buckle up and prepare for no holds barred, no filter, no apologies extravaganza of verbal sparring and comedic chaos. We're here to shake up your eardrums and ignite the fire of controversy. On the show, we throw politeness out the window and dive headfirst into the deep end of unabashed trash talking. We take aim at everything and everyone, from celebrities to politicians, from sports teams to rival radio hosts. Nothing is off limits, and we fearlessly dish out the juiciest insults and wittiest comebacks. But hold on, folks, because we're not just here to throw shade and sling mud. We're masters of comedic craft, turning insults into one-liners that will leave you doubled over in laughter. Oof, that's pretty big shoes to fill. Our hosts are quick-witted and razor-sharp and armed with a repertoire of hilarious impressions and satirical sketches that will keep you begging for more. The show is a haven for those who revel in the art of trash talk, who appreciate the free line between playful banter and brutal roasting. We encourage our listeners to call in and join the chaos, to challenge our hosts to bring their A game when it comes to verbal sparring. It's a battle of wits, and the funniest, clever, and most fearless voices will reign supreme. Now, fair warning, the show is not for the faint of heart. We push the boundaries of good taste, and sometimes we might just cross over the line. But hey, that makes us so addictive. We guilty pleasure. We're the guilty pleasure that keeps coming back for more. The guilty pleasure that makes you question your own sense of humor. So fasten your seatbelts, lock the egos away, and get ready for the ride of your life. The Trash Talking Radio Show is about to hit the airwaves, and we guarantee it'll leave you laughing, cringing, and maybe even questioning your own sanity. It's a show where insults become art, and where roasting is an Olympic sport, and where the only rule is that there are no rules. Welcome to the Trash Talking Radio Show, where we take trash talk to a whole new level. Let the verbal jousting begin.
Now, did you ever come up with one that they can't do one for?
No.
I did.
What'd you do?
I did Mike Trash.
Well, you have to say more than Mike Trash.
Well, I wanted to see what they come up with, and it says, I'm sorry, but I don't have any specific information about a person named Mike Trash in my database. It's possible.
What you do is you should say, tell me a story about Mike Trash and whatever.
Story about Mike Trash and let's go Ted DiBiase.
Oh, they won't even know who Ted is. You might as well tell it.
Oh my goodness, it's going.
See, that'll teach you. Got to be more specific next time.
Oh Lord, I'm not reading all this.
Wow, that's a long story there.
Yeah.
All right, well, so read at least the beginning.
All right, let
so
me
we can go
on.
into whatever it is that.
Once upon a time, in the vibrant world of professional
It
wrestling,
really did do that.
there were two legends known as Mike Trash and Ted DiBiase. Mike Trash was a scrappy underdog, a relentless fighter who had clawed his way up from humble beginnings in the independent wrestling circuit. On the other hand, Ted DiBiase, also known as the $1 Million Man, was a charismatic and wealthy wrestling icon who flaunted his wealth and power both inside and outside the ring. The story begins when Mike Trash received an invitation to a prestigious wrestling event where the grand prize was none other than Ted DiBiase's coveted $1 Million championship.
Wow!
This was a remarkable opportunity for Trash, who had always dreamed of making a name for himself on the big stage.
Send me that.
Excited and determined, Trash embarked on an intense training regimen, pushing his body to the limit
Well, that's for
and
sure.
honing his wrestling skills. He knew he had to be at his absolute best if he wanted to defeat the legendary Ted DiBiase. As the day of the event arrived, the arena was filled with anticipation and electric energy. Mike Trash entered the ring, and the crowd erupted with cheers, inspired by his resilience and relentless spirit. On the other hand, Ted DiBiase made his entrance with an air of arrogance, flaunting his wealth and taunting the crowd. The match between Trash and DiBiase was an epic battle of David versus Goliath. Trash fought with every ounce of strength and determination he possessed, delivering powerful blows and executing awe-inspiring acrobatic maneuvers. Yeah, that's bullshit. Sorry. The crowd was on their feet, rallying behind the underdog as he pushed himself beyond his limits. But Ted DiBiase was no ordinary opponent. He used his wealth and influence to manipulate the match, resorting to underhanded tactics.
That's right.
And exploiting every opportunity to gain an advantage.
That sounds like
Trash found himself on the receiving end of DiBiase's ruthless attacks, struggling to stay in the fight. Despite the odds stacked against him, Trash refused to back down. He tapped into his indomitable spirit, drawing strength from the cheers of the crowd. With a final burst of energy, Trash executed a breathtaking aerial maneuver.
That would be me. That would be me.
Sending DiBiase crashing to the mat. In a stunning turn of events, Trash secured the pinfall victory, claiming the $1 Million championship for himself. The arena exploded with thunderous applause and cheers as Trash stood triumphant in the center of the ring. He had not only defeated the legendary Ted DiBiase, but also inspired countless others with his tenacity, courage, and refusal to be defined by his humble origins. From that day forward, Mike Trash became a symbol of hope and perseverance in the wrestling world.
Thank you.
He used his newfound fame and influence to give back to his community, supporting aspiring wrestlers and charities alike.
And saving dogs.
Trash's victory over DiBiase was etched in the annals of wrestling history, forever remembered as a defining moment of triumph against all odds. And so the story of Mike Trash and Ted DiBiase serves as a timeless reminder that with passion, determination, and unwavering belief in oneself, even the most formidable adversaries can be overcome and dreams can be realized.
Thank you.
I guess it's on the internet. I
It's
read
gotta
it
be
there,
true.
so it's got to be true. You're
Send
right.
me that. I gotta have that because I'm gonna post that on my wall. It said
Okay.
that this was made by Chat.
Here, Dwight.
See this button right here, the
Pencils?
up, the next one over. No. Go down on this row. Go over one more. There you go.
Okay.
That is so funny.
Voice there?
I don't know how it works. I never did it, so copy link, I guess. Copy link. And then just put it in my Facebook or whatever. That was so funny. That was really good. That's a good one to end on too, by the way. I couldn't find a better way to end the show than with a story that shows me victorious.
There you go.
We didn't do any stories that I had in the so I wasted half of my day for nothing.
Yep.
It's okay. But that was awesome.
Well, it'll be here. So.
I think it'll give me, I don't know what it'll give me. It may give me all your stuff. I don't know. But it'll give me at least that one. And that was really cool. I really thought that was not expected. I did not expect it to know that much about him. But and Million Dollar Man, it really knew everything about him. So that was cool. I'd like to give that to Ted DiBiase too. Hey Ted, guess what? I got your belt. So that was really cool. That shows the power of that program. That program is really, really powerful. And
so there, I saved it as a Word document.
That's very awesome. You didn't need to do that because it's always going to be on your chat.
Well, if by chance you can't read it.
Oh, well, it'll still be in your log.
Yeah.
So I think it's awesome. So, all right. Well, I guess we can end the show on that. That was kind of cool. I did not expect any of that. So, so for those of you that were wondering how great I am, I beat Ted DiBiase on this fantasy. This is so funny. I can't believe it did that. That was the funniest thing. I mean, see, you found a new tool that you never knew existed, or that you were, you had ideas of what it could be, but it wasn't what you thought.
Okay.
And it wasn't what I thought, because, I just thought, well, what am I going to use that for? A lot of things. I wouldn't have guessed that we would be able to do something, but you said, I didn't know what it would say about me, because those things kind of scare me, because some people don't like me.
Well, when I did the just plain white trash, it didn't do anything.
But you have to give it a scenario to write about.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to say Mike Trash running for president or whatever it is, you can do that, and it'll tell you a story about it. So that's the kind of cool thing about that.
That was fun.
That is a lot of fun. So I guess with that, we are done. Thank you for watching, listening. I hope you all enjoyed it, because I sure did. That was definitely interesting. So I will talk to you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.